Yo, what up, people? What up, people? What's good with y'all, man? It's Freestyle Friday. You already know how we do. Reese, what's good with you, my guy? Man, stayed up and watched that game. I'm gonna cut myself up some. Stayed up and watched that game. Then hit the Twitter spaces and go to sleep until like 2 o'clock. But we here. Jill. It ain't nothing but a Compton thing, dog. It's coming to chop it up with the people, man. You know, I know a lot of y'all at work, so you may not be available to go live with me, but you can still tune in. I don't know if I'm gonna do a Twitter space tonight, so I might go ahead and knock this one out because we're going to the pool and stuff today, man. It's Friday. Dang, hold on, man. I dropped my coaster. All right, I got these coasters now. You feel me? Yo, got a bunch of them and the lots. I include them in like T-shirts and stuff like that, man. So I ain't tried to sell them independently yet, but I might. If you're tuning in on Twitter and YouTube, I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming live on Twitter, but we'll definitely stay on YouTube. Say what's up, enter the chat. As you can see, your message will pop up. And people know you there. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get started. And see what the deal is. So, okay, which one is the update? Which one it's been a minute when I'm trying to figure out which one is which. Let's see.
What up, though? Ball Hawk Show.
What up, though? Ball Hawk Show.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
All right, here we go. What up? Welcome to the Ball Hawk Show podcast. I'm your host, Amon Hawkins. Appreciate you rocking with me on this Friday, Freestyle Friday. You dig? We're going to break down the NBA Finals, man, in totality. We talk about Game 6, of course, that took place last night. That saw the Golden State Warriors win their 4th championship in 8 seasons. Before we get started, salute to the sponsors. Salute to Able Insurance. Go to Able Insurance for all your insurance needs. Home, business, auto, life insurance. The great people at Able, servicing the state of Virginia for over 20 years. Also, go to manscaped.com. Use promo code. It's actually just Ball Hawk now, not Ball Hawk Show. So let me edit that. It's just Ball Hawk now. And you get 20% off. Make sure you get that Performance Package 4.0 and get you some Boxer Briefs 2.0. Make sure you check them out, man. Your balls would definitely thank you. That Lawnmower 4.0 is definitely clutch. It's definitely clutch, man. Using myself various times, and you will love it. Also, the great people at Alcova Mortgage. Alcova Mortgage, get in the game. Visit AlcovaHighlands.com. That's AlcovaHighlands.com. As a matter of fact, don't just take it from me, but take it from me. Check out the commercial.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We are locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Covington community. Call Alcova Mortgage Covington at 540-962-7152 or visit AlcovaHighlands.com to get in touch for your mortgage lending needs. Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval.
All right, man. Salute to all the sponsors. If you want to be a sponsor of the Ball Hawk Show podcast, just contact me, the ballhawk9 at gmail.com if you want to be a proud sponsor. So, yeah, man, let's talk about it. In the words of my dog Bad Guy on Twitter Spaces, let's talk about it. The Golden State Warriors, they go down 2-1. And everybody named mama like, uh-oh. And you saw a picture of Steph Curry looking like a menace. Matter of fact, I got it on my phone. This look right here. This the look that Steph Curry gave. He gave that menacing look. He smiled like, I'll never lose another game again to these jabronis. Ever. I ain't losing no more to these jabronis. And after that look, he did not lose again. Boy, my man said, Brian, you stupid. Shout out BJ. What's good with you? Yo, Ahmed. Let's talk about it. Yeah, he did it like a Sith Lord, Myron. He definitely did, man. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on Twitter. At I am Ballhawk. That's at I am Ballhawk, man. If you want to be a part of Twitter Spaces that I try to run every afternoon, but I can't do every afternoon anymore. Let me stop lying to myself. So I'm gonna try to do at least 3 times a week because I'm gonna start bringing back the stream y'alls in the morning. You feel me? So got to find a happy median. But breakdown from yesterday's game. Let me share this so we can look at it together. I'm gonna share the screen so you can see the stats of yesterday's game. We can look at it together. There we go. Let me make it full screen so all y'all can see it. There you go. So we look at the box scores. Andrew Wiggins was 7-18, 18 points. Otto Porter Jr. had 6 points, 2 3-pointers. Andrew Wiggins also had 6 rebounds. Draymond Green. Hey, yo, give it up for Draymond Green. One more time. Look, let me tell you something, man. Draymond Green picked the right game to finally become Draymond Green. Whoever's in the queue, I'll get you in the queue. Let me finish this soliloquy right here. Let me finish the intro because I can't even see that screen right now. He had 12 points, 12 rebounds, a double-double. He only had 1 foul. Here's a guy that had more fouls than points. He was 5 of 10 from the field. He hit 2 3-pointers. Klay Thompson, Game 6 Klay, didn't come to fruition. He was 5 of 20. That's bad. 2 of 8 from 3. He had 5 rebounds, 3 turnovers. Draymond did have 5 turnovers, though. But Klay had 12 points. Then you got the chef, man. Chef Curry. Just outstanding, man. 12 of 21. 6 of 11 from 3. Yeah, that's better than 50% from the field and from 3. I told you this little jump shooting mother sucker was in his bag. In Boston, he shot over 50% from the field and from 3 if you tally all the games they played in Boston. He had 34 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, just 2 turnovers. Had a block also. Andrew Wiggins had 3 blocks, might I add, and Draymond had 2. Kevin Looney played 21 minutes, did not score a single point, but had 7 rebounds. Gary Payton II, 6 points, 2 for 2 from 3. No, 0 for 2, my bad. That's free throws. It was 0 for 2. Then you got Jordan Poole, who's a streaky shooter, 11 points, 5 of 12 from the field. Let me get my guess in, whoever the guess is. Let me see. Let's see it. Let me get him in. Also, let's see. Now we're going down to Boston. We got feedback. Said, I don't know what's up with your volume. I'm getting some feedback. You got Jason Tatum, man. He was 6 of 18, Whoa, wait a minute. 13 points? Wait a minute, man. This is a guy that everybody said is a superstar. Now, he locked down KD. He might be better than KD. We ain't going to just erase everything he did during the season, but you fighting for your life. And you got 13 damn points. 13. How many assists did Green have? Draymond had 8 assists. Jason Tatum was 6 of 18, 104 from 3. He had 7 assists, 3 turnovers. 3 rebounds, 5 turnovers, and a block. Al Horford had 19 points, 4 or 5 from 3. His 3-pointers were timely, too. They needed that. He had 14 rebounds. Robert Williams, the Time Lord, had 10.7 rebounds. Jaylen Brown had 34 points, 5 turnovers, because that's what they love to point out about him. He had 34. He was 12 of 23. That's better than 50% from the field. 5 of 11 from 3. Just under 50% from 3. 7 rebounds. Jaylen Brown was the most consistent player for Boston as far as the guy that needed to score. Jason Tatum, we're going to talk about him later. Marcus Smart, 4-12, 1-2. He took some dumb threes when guys were hot, like an Al Horford or Jaylen Brown. Just 9 points, had 3 turnovers. He had 9 assists, 6 rebounds. And then the bench ain't give you shit. Again, they gave you 5 damn points. This was a couple games ago where they gave you 4 damn points from the bench. That fucking sucks. That sucks. That's why they lost. The bench. A guy like Grant Williams, who was killing in the Milwaukee series, his ass ain't show up no more. No more. Because Draymond Green got in his head and it was a wrap. Boston had 22 turnovers. The lucky number was 14. And anytime they kept a 14 and under, they won in the playoffs. Well, 22 this game. Rebounds. Golden State out-rebounded Boston 44-41. Points in the paint. The Warriors had 32. The Celtics had 38. Second chance points. The Celtics had 13. The Warriors had 21. And fast break points, 13-12. The Warriors won that. All right, man. Enough of me talking. See what these gentlemen got to say about what they saw last night. Let me stop sharing that. What's up, fellas?
Am I still giving you feedback?
No, you.
Okay. I'm gonna let homie speak.
Bruh, I fucking hate this about sports. Like, because when we get into the greatest of all times and the top 10 this and the top 15 that debates and all of that, the real reason why we talking about certain people can get lost. The Celtics are better than the Warriors, right? In my opinion. But they gave it away, and I hate to do that because it's normally it's hard to beat a team 4 times in a 7-game series. I never seen people nut up like this. Well, I seen LeBron do it in 2011. I mean, you seen a select few, but it messes with history, bro. When also the refs, I want to talk about Draymond Green. I know it seems like I'm all over the place right now because I'm upset. The way they allowed Draymond Green to yell at them, cuss at them, and you give anybody from Boston a tech or any other team just for even asking a question. So they got pumped. Like, they had nobody on their team to say, you know what, I'm not going to take this from Draymond. Draymond is their go-to guy. When Draymond plays better, the Warriors play better. Steph, don't get me wrong, Steph was amazing. But if you take Draymond out of that game, I'm sorry. If somebody from Boston, like let's say Grant Williams, and it's going to sound like I'm advocating violence, fuck it, I am. I would have knocked Draymond's teeth out and did a GoFundMe. I guarantee you Boston would have came up with at least 50 million citizens and people. I hate them. I would have sent 500 to anybody that punched him in his mouth. So that's what I'm saying. Like the way he get away with talking to the refs are so scared to give him a tech. And now I got to give him his props for that. He's smart because he know, yeah, they're scared to throw me out because of what happened in 2015. So they're not going to throw me out. So I'm going to dirty up the game. He gets away with more fouls than anybody I ever seen, bro. So it makes it hard. When you do that, a young team is going to fold their tent because they're not calling. So then when you do get a fair play and you expecting a foul and all that, now you look like you clumsy and can't handle the ball. So the overall thing about it, man, the Celtics nutted up, especially their leader Jason Tatum and their old school leader Al Horford. Just in game after game one, he forgot how to play. Jalen Brown, it's going to come contract negotiation time, and they're going to want to pay Tatum more than they pay Jalen Brown. But if I'm Jalen Brown, I'm going to be pissed about that because one thing about it, at least he was guns a blazing. It's a difference than nutting up and, you know, just had a bad game. So, and that's not what happened. He played terrible. Now, and the coach didn't help him at all. When you got to start out there from the wing, from beyond the arc, and you're gonna settle for shots when they got the paints packed and all that. But if you run some pin downs and stuff like that and get this boy on the block the way he got these folks, now they defense have to collapse. Y'all can get easier shots and all of that. But no, they never done that. They kept him out there on the wing trying to get by a lone Wiggins who got other people to help him out. When I know I got protection behind me, it's no way you getting around me in basketball. You get what I'm saying? Only time you can get around people in basketball is when that person has to be afraid that you can go score at the rim. So I'm gonna let somebody else go, man.
All right,
They fucking up history though.
All right, before they go, salute to my man, Young Cola, Black Compass Media right here. Earn your medal shirt. Make sure you tap in with my guy. Hit him in the DMs on Twitter. Just look up Young Cola, man. Earn your medals. So I'm gonna let Said go. Go ahead, Said. Hold on. There you go.
All right. Number one, and this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, and we talked about this the other day. I don't believe Steph Curry should have won that Finals MVP. It should have been Wiggins. But I can also say that he cleared one thing from his negative side. He finally closed out the series. Kudos to him. He finally closed out the series. And there's a new narrative going around about him that I kind of somewhat agree with, is that Steph Curry has always been saved by a forward in these series. Andre Iguodala, Kevin Durant, and now Andrew Wiggins. I look at it and it seems kind of true. Now for the series, flat out, Golden State showed their championship pedigree, and Boston is a young team. It's a young team. Tatum was on the cusp of being a superstar. We're gonna kick back down to the star room. You're not there
See,
yet.
I know you allow me to speak and everything, but before you go to Tatum, can I ask you something about what you just said about Curry?
Mm-hmm.
The man averaged 32. So my thing, why do we hold it against people for their teammates doing their job? Like I expect the Hawk to be there if I was gonna play hard, you know what I'm saying, in Prince. He need to be over the top. If he's not, I'm gonna be mad. You get what I'm saying?
So you think Tatum is a superstar?
I didn't say that Tatum was a superstar. What I'm
I
saying
mean,
is, why are we holding it against? Can he play with the superstars? Yes, he can. He showed you. So, but what made me mad about Tatum, he made Andrew Wiggins look better than Jimmy Butler, KD, and Giannis.
you can't honestly say that, bro.
Yes, because KD, Giannis, and Jimmy Butler couldn't stop Tatum, but Wiggins did.
Yeah, they had a lot of team. They played much better team defense against those guys than they did against the Warriors. You know what I'm
Bruh,
saying?
that no point guard. Don't get me wrong. Not having a point guard hurt them in this series, big
Yeah,
time.
it's hurt them all year, especially down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? That's why they blew that lead in Game 7 against the Heat. You know what I'm saying? Because they were, what, 13, 15, something like that?
Yeah.
And guess what? Y'all gonna hate this take right here, but I don't care. I hope he do it. I hope people hate it.
Don't say it.
Everybody think the man in Cleveland. I hope LeBron go to Boston. That's their point out. I hope he go to
How does LeBron get into this conversation, man? We're talking about GS and Boston. Hey, Rock, keep your Stanism out this conversation just for a little bit, please.
All
Please.
roads lead to LeBron, man. You ain't know?
Huh?
Gee,
All roads
Lord,
lead to LeBron.
Can you just hold out till we get to the Steph Curry versus LeBron debate? Can you just hold on a little bit?
That is not even a debate. And when folks
God damn it, I got him started.
Hey, check this
that's
out.
not a
Before we,
debate.
go, before we go down that road, say, was there anything else you wanted to add before we let Steph on? Not goddamn it, Myron and then Steph on off of their takes.
Number one, everybody has been frying Clay about how he didn't show up. Look at his track record this past postseason. Each series, he's giving you one good game. One good game. And what did he do in this series? He gave you one good game. So you can't hold that man accountable. He ain't what he was. And my last take is, even though he's the defensive player of the year, Boston needs to get rid of Marcus Smart. He is not a facilitator at all.
Get rid of him.
Huh?
Why would you get rid of him?
Hey, it's different.
Yo, you ain't see him mopping up the floor like a Roomba last night?
Hey, let me say something.
Hey.
He cooked yesterday.
He was falling
Boston-
all over the place.
Boston needs a real facilitator, man. And I'm sorry, even though Kemba Walker is out. Go ahead.
If I would be mad at anybody, I would be mad at Al Horford.
Why?
Why?
Man, Al Horford, every time he had Steph on him, he just was being soft. Did you see how he went at Looney and got that foul? If he would have did that against Steph, it would have been over with. Every time Steph would end up on him, he was looking to pass more than he was to go ahead and attack. You do not have to try to bag a little guy down. You just turn around and raise up over a little guy.
But you do know Golden State started sending an extra guy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. When you thought about, if I got even me as short as I am, with a smaller guy on me, when you throw the ball, I'm turning around. It's no fakes. What's a fake for? No reason to fake. He is not in your vision when you turn around and raise up over him.
But on that one late in the game, I get that.
You do realize they wouldn't even dump it to him when he had that matchup. They would look him off. They would look Al off. They have a switch on him, and the commentator was saying, Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, when he got that switch, they won't dumping it down to him.
And they're terrible at throwing an entry pass into the post, regardless of who's down there. They are terrible.
Look. You want to know the reason why you stopped going to him is because he took one shot. Like, I don't know why he was doing that. And I'm talking about before he started taking the threes and all that, he had only like 2 shots the entire game before he started shooting the threes.
You throw it to somebody 2 times and they hesitant. You gonna stop versus just saying, hey, yo, we're gonna keep coming till you got the matchup?
He been doing it all series, huh?
I ain't seen them feature him on the block all series, to be honest with you.
I can get.
Oh, go ahead.
I would say I can get a clip together to show you plenty of times where he had Steph on his back and he was looking to pass instead of the score.
When he looked to pass, was another guy coming weak side.
Y'all probably didn't hear nothing I just said because y'all just started back moving.
No, I heard you.
All right.
Go ahead, say it.
Stephon had his hand up at first.
Well, go ahead, Stephon.
I just want to say, hey, good morning, fellas. How everybody doing? Hey, Sad, how you doing, buddy?
Good afternoon, man. Good morning, Stephen. How you doing?
I'm in a good mood. I even want to speak to you. Say hi. How you doing, buddy? You see, I had buddy in that. I had no animosity today.
God damn.
I just want to say, I said Golden State in 6, beginning of the series. The difference in the series was Wiggins on Jason Tatum. Wiggins had Jason Tatum number for majority of the series, and that was the big difference. Jason Tatum didn't show up for the Celtics when Wiggins was on them, and that's the reason why Golden State won. And yeah, that's about it.
No, also another thing that attributed it to Golden State winning. Who did Kerr move into the starting lineup? I believe it was Game 3.
Otto Porter. That was Game 4, wasn't it? Yeah.
I swore it was Game 3, but that move right there kind of cemented their victory.
Yeah, it was 4 after Steph gave you that Sith Lord type of smile. They put Otto Porter in the starting lineup.
Because you can't have Looney and Draymond in there at the same time. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we were saying before, it's 3-on-5 at that point. You know what I'm saying? But for real,
also,
Robert Williams balled out last night. That dude played his heart out.
He did.
With on one leg or whatever with that knee issue he got.
He definitely played well.
And also, I see that this series exposed Jaylen Brown. Even though Jaylen Brown had a good game, and Jason Tatum, they exposed that both of them boys can't go to their left. They can't go.
Yeah. Let me see. Also, props to Steve Kerr. He's a damn good coach.
Yes, he is.
That boy, he knows how to adjust. I give him that.
Mm-hmm. He did, man. And the thing with this series, man, it just showed like it broke a lot of this hasn't happened yet. Like with Boston, they ain't lost back to back. Boom. You know, the Warriors did what nobody else could do, beat them back to back. And then, they ain't gonna lose game 3. I mean, 3 in a row. They lost 3 in a row. They got down early, then a 21-0 run. That type of shit right there is unheard of. 21-0 run on the final stage in a closeout game, and they was hitting strong.
Do you know what all that was though? Like it was these series had nothing to do with who had the better talent. Golden State this is where experience actually helped instead of hurt, because sometimes being inexperienced can help you in certain cases, not knowing better. Golden State figured out we can continue to pump them. We can fight harder than them. They will quit. For some reason, Golden State was the Boston Celtics, and the Boston Celtics was the Nets in this series. I do not get how they lost their edge, but they lost it. And I guess it's because you know how it is, man. When everybody been hooped before when one team is getting away with something that you can't get away with, it's easy to go in the tank. But for a whole series, I can see for one game, for a whole series, they went in the tank. They players forgot. White forgot how to play and shoot when he was unstoppable. It seemed like it for a while. It's like Williams forgot how to shoot and play. Only person that was consistent, 2 people was consistent for Boston, 44 and 7. And 44 was hurt.
Yeah, where is Kevin at?
He said he wasn't gonna duck last night.
His ass.
He ducking this morning.
Probably tired, boss.
But hey, Rock, all this vitriol for Golden State, does it stem from the fact that Golden State beat LeBron twice in the finals and gave him a losing record?
It has nothing to do with that. It has
Yes, it does.
He
no,
lost.
it doesn't. It
No,
has
He had, he had a losing record before that, though.
he
no.
lost money. Rock lost money.
No. If Jason Brown don't go 0 for 5 in the last game, I win 11K. So on man, everybody else did what they supposed to do. But no, what I don't like is what I really be want to do is just give people their kudos, right? Give people their flowers. But when people get to like shows like this, debate shows, when people get to lessening other people's accomplishments, then you make me say, hold on now. Because I can show you every single 4 championships that the Warriors have won can have an asterisk by it. It could be watered down. The first one, every single team that the Warriors played, the point guard for every team they played got hurt. They're orchestrated. Every single team. The KD trade, it races the other two, always have, in my opinion. Because they was a 73-9 team getting KD. And then this one right here, like, you had a lot of people get hurt throughout these playoffs. That's why Boston even made it, because some people got hurt and things of that sort, and then stupid trades and all that. So you can say that about anybody. So what I'm saying is, if we're going to start bringing up stuff like that about other players and how they got their championship, it makes me attack Golden State for that. I think Golden State, they deserve it, man. They were hurt too all year and then came together near the end. But if you go to talking about, well, LeBron went to Miami and joined D Wade, and then this person joined that person, I'm going to be like, okay, you can say that about almost any team.
But what if he had never left Miami and got to face that Golden State team?
Hey, Rock.
He used to beat that Golden State team.
Hey, Rock. My daddy always taught me everything before but is bullshit.
Who said? When did I say but?
You said it about 6. You said it about 6 times.
So that means you can repeat when I said but.
I could, but I just don't want to.
You can't. Because I said, if we're going to say this about other players, we have to say this about these players. Never said but. So you say that bar for the wrong time. You just cut a card and you actually had that suit. So you reneged.
I should have saved it. You got that one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be quiet.
That Boston you thought you ran, we get all them cards back because you reneged. But
let's not to cut you off. Let's transition to Steph Curry and discussing his individual career. So, players that win 4+ championships and 2 Kia MVP awards. You got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Tim Duncan, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, and now Steph Curry.
That's amazing.
And he was the first unanimous MVP.
That shit is bullshit.
See, boy, look, there it is.
No, why is it?
I'm gonna tell you why. It's just like how Steph just got his first Finals MVP. Steph should have his second. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's all humans. Humans mess stuff up all the time. Because if you really say this, is the only thing I can agree with you on. If you truly believe Andre Iguodala was the Finals MVP in 2015, then Andrew Wiggins was the Finals MVP of 2022. Because he did a better job on Tatum than Iguodala did on LeBron.
I think that's if Steph has this performance, that last Finals, he'll win MVP.
He still averaged like 25 or something like that.
Look, bro, he averaged over 30 and shot and was damn near 50% from 3 and from the
No. I know he averaged 32 and this 31 something. But
7-7, and then damn near 50% across the board. Shit.
he still should have won it the year Iguodala.
Yeah, he should have. But if he would have did that, ain't nobody else like this. This is hard to argue this one.
Mm-hmm.
Before this game, Wiggins did have a strong case. But this closeout game, how this little dude was bombing their ass, I was like, yeah.
But that unanimous MVP stuff, I do not believe he should have been the first. How in the world Michael Jordan never was unanimous?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
we talked about that last night. Does it speak to more like? Think about this.
That don't speak to his greatness, in my opinion.
Who greatness?
That don't speak to Steph's greatness, in my opinion.
Think about this. Think about this. Y'all gonna get pissed off. If LeBron is considered the GOAT or top 2 or top 3, you got a guy in Steph who got unanimous with him in the fucking league. Think about that.
And I truly believe this, that was on purpose. That was a shot at him.
I mean, he on the 73. That was a 73-9 team, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was that year.
I mean, let's go back and look at
Guess what? If you beat us, I'm claiming it too. If I beat a unanimous MVP in the 73-9 team, I'll tell people I had the greatest record in NBA history that year. That's what I say.
So that one win supersedes the 2 wins Steph put on LeBron.
He didn't put no 2 wins on LeBron.
So Steph didn't beat LeBron in the finals twice?
You really count them, KD? Y'all really think?
You damn right I do.
Well, that's on you. I don't.
Wait, do you count LeBron's win in the bubble?
I do.
Okay.
So let's see. Let's see. Hold on, not to cut y'all off. The year Steph won.
The Stanism is real.
The year he won unanimous, he averaged 30. He has 6.7 assists, 5.4 rebounds, but he also shot 50-49. Hold on, that goes crazy. 50-49.
Jordan almost averaged 40 and didn't get it.
No, I'm just saying, I think it's the 50-49.
Yeah. Still, I'm just saying, I never said Steph Curry wasn't great and that he wasn't deserving of MVP, but I'm saying to act like unanimous means something. No, we know other people deserve to be unanimous MVP. It's just it was haters out there on the voting.
It's like the year Jordan won 72, he should have won probably unanimous.
Thank you.
So with Steph on the 73-9 plus, he averaged over 30 plus. It was 50-40-90. Like that shit is amazing. To me, it's
amazing.
You average 30 and you that efficient. Kick.
So check this out. If anybody wouldn't have voted for Steph and he not been unanimous, I'll be saying it right now. In that season, you had to be a hater. It's proof that it's people. It's just like the Hall of Fame. It's amazing how some people don't like how Terrell Owens didn't go first ballot, right? That's proof that there's haters. It has nothing to do with the greatness of the person. It shows that it's people out here that dislike you for whatever reason instead of giving you your kudos. To me, that lessens the unanimous part for me because I don't believe that Steph is the first unanimous MVP. I've seen.
I'm just honest. I was trying to put it in perspective. So MJ 72. Hold on, man. We gotta get rid of this. For MJ 72-10 season, he averaged 30.4, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 49% from the field, 42% from 3, and 83% from the field. And he wasn't unanimous.
You mean from the free throw line?
I mean from the free throw line, yeah. And he wasn't
because 83% from the field. Oh my God!
I mean 83% from the free throw line, yeah. So, and he took 22 shots a game that season. How many did Steph take his unanimous season? Steph took 20.
I'm saying he probably took less.
So that was so. Go ahead, Seth. You got something to say.
Does the NBA Hall of Fame selection process Do they grade by the same way the NFL grades on the field and off the field?
No, they take everything into account, your entire basketball career.
Just take basketball.
So just strictly on court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they include high school and college and all that BS.
The Olympics and all that good stuff.
So no off the field.
Nah, NBA
off the court.
Yeah.
Because Rock, I highly disagree with you. I wouldn't have put Terrell Owens in there first, just because he was so damn disruptive. But this ain't a football conversation.
Oh, it could be. What you mean?
No. It's not about it not being a football conversation. It's about how.
Time out. Because we got to talk about this. I love this.
Yeah, we got to talk about this.
So T.O. can't be first ballot, but Lawrence Taylor could be first ballot, or Michael Irvin could be first ballot.
Thank you. Cocaine snowed us.
I don't get it. I don't agree with the whole first ballot, whatever. Either you're a Hall of Famer or you're not.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's my thing. Did Lawrence Taylor and who was the other person you said?
Michael Irvin.
Did those two disrupt their teams?
By getting arrested and
so long in the day when Lawrence Taylor played, it wasn't known to everybody.
And it wasn't the media coverage. I'm pretty sure Lawrence Taylor pissed a lot of people off. But guess what? I've been in a ton of locker rooms. One thing about it, ain't nobody disrupt no team like that, bro. Like T.O. had just as many supporters as people that didn't like. I guarantee you that. So the media puts that narrative out there. I want a T.O. on my team all day long. Dominant, I want the ball type receiver. I guarantee you didn't many people on defense dislike him. I guarantee you it wasn't many offensive linemen that disliked him. It probably Donovan McNabb, a running back, and a few receivers. So what did he do wrong? Did he want the ball when he was the best guy? I'm cool with that. That's like if you as a grown man allow another grown man to take your play on the team, you don't deserve to be playing no way. How many times did we argue about all kind of stuff, all of us, but when it came time to put them helmet and shoulder pads on, it's time to handle business.
Yeah, you just played.
You just played.
I think, that's what we talked about last night in our space. Where the Baylesses and those come into play. Like they create these narratives and it grows legs. If you hear every day team obliterator, and you share highlights and stories from anonymous sources, it's like, dude, that's actually pretty common. Like guys beefing or one guy being disgruntled. Like a lot of times we get that like shit. That's if you ain't got that, something wrong.
Matter of fact, I was considered a team disruptor by the very coach that brought me to the team that I played with you on. And you know what happened was we sat down like men and had a conversation and found out it was a misunderstanding. You get what I'm saying? So, but when it came down to it, when we broke down the X's and O's, and when I put on them helmet and shoulder pads, I used to always be mad that y'all got bonuses that I ain't getting. It was basically because I was a rookie. I'm like, I contribute to this team. Why ain't get? And Hulk used to be like, you just got to calm down. It's gonna come this and that. But get what? Put on them helmet and shoulder pads. You're going out there to play, and that's what T.O. did. He went out there and balled.
Okay, all right. I got a question for you, Rob. Antonio Brown. Looking at his overall career, would you say that he's a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Facts.
Yes.
Hands down.
He's done stuff that other people have not done in the league.
Thank you.
Over many years. And that's got to be worth something.
Now, since the NFL grades on the field and off the field, is he a first ballot Hall of Famer?
No.
He won't get in first ballot.
He won't get in.
It's gonna take a while for him to get in.
He ain't gonna get in.
I would say
10 years.
So
If Chris Carter got in, he can get in.
But see, isn't that
Difference.
that's a form
Big
that's
difference.
a form of
Hold on.
discrimination.
is
What they
that
should do,
is that big of a is that more big of a difference than T.O.?
Hold
Because
on.
they had the same.
But-
Let me hold on. Let me address what Stephon just said, because you got to provide context what he just said. You just can't throw Chris Carter out there and just skate the fuck off. Chris Carter rebuilt his and his brand. It's my responsibility to make sure I always put shit in context on my platform. Chris Carter just ain't keep snorting coke and kept fucking up and still got in. No, he rebuilt his brand. You know what I'm saying?
Chris Carter was a baller.
Yeah, he became somebody who was known to be in the church and quoting scriptures and things like that. And then perception of him was positive. And it took him many tries to get in. So unless Antonio drops the damn mirror tint shades and the pinky ring stab on the pinky ring, that goddamn pinky ring he wear that go over the whole, like, dog, unless he stop being Dade County and be a little bit corporate, they're not gonna let us ass in.
But why we can't do this? Why can't we just put a silhouette up compared to the guys from that era and the guys that's already in? And if their numbers are better than both of those, that guy should go in hands down.
Them numbers better be better.
But hold on, Terrell Owens' numbers was better than everybody he played against, and only one person that was already in had better numbers than him.
Yeah.
Jerry Rice, correct?
Yes, Jerry Rice.
Right.
And the
Larry
guy
Fitzgerald gonna be a first ballot without question.
Oh yeah, he walking.
Who?
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
But see, why though? Is Larry Fitzgerald better than Terrell?
No, but he got them damn numbers. He number 2 all time now.
I know.
Rock, the thing about Larry Fitzgerald, he's like Mike Evans. Consistent.
Yep.
Consistent.
He's consistent, but when you look at both of them's game, he was not dominant as Terrell Owens.
Man, Larry was done. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Them years
why me saying him not being dominant as Terrell Owens?
All I'm saying, here's my thing. That's not a knock on him though.
Yeah, that's not a knock.
With T.O. was just that dominant.
I guess you didn't.
Michael Jordan, okay?
I guess you didn't watch them years that Bruce Arians was down there in Arizona, bro.
I did.
That 2 to 3 year stretch.
Now, folks don't want to get kudos for kudos due. Y'all act like Anquan Bolden ain't have a lot to do with that.
Who?
Anquan Bolden.
I mean, what the hell? Carson Palmer. He had 2 number 1s. What you expect?
I'm just saying. It's when Anquan Bolden left, it ain't look the same.
Who, Larry?
It ain't look the same.
Hey, time out respectfully, Rock. You better.
They stopped winning, huh?
Yeah. Anquan Bolden left the same year that Arians retired. So cut that narrative right there.
They stopped winning.
So Rock, when they went to the Super Bowl and played the Steelers, Anquan was on that team.
Yes.
Yeah, he was on that team.
He was on the team. All right.
Yeah, he was on that team.
So you saying they didn't get back to the Super Bowl after Anquan?
Yeah, it went back. No, he's productive.
But that ain't got nothing to do with Larry's production.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
That boy was still balling.
Look, Arians left that damn franchise in shambles when he retired because he went and got all them old ass veterans. So cut that narrative, man. Cut that narrative. I know because he's doing the same shit to my team, or he did it. Exactly.
Bruh, Terrell, the fact that you don't believe that Terrell should have been first ballot, that's what I don't like. We gotta stop judging people off of is it about what you did on the field? So should we just start putting good guys in the Hall of Fame because they were good guys? Like Terrell Owens is arguably top 3. It depends on what you want to do with him or Randy Moss. Because I don't put Larry Fitzgerald over Randy Moss or Terrell Owens. My top 3 is Jerry Rice and his what?
It's 3 of them: Rice, Moss, and who's the other one? T.O. People mix those top 3s up. So.
Okay.
People mix the top three up. I just seen so many variations of it, and that's their opinion.
Those
Me
three names
personally,
always come up.
Do I like T.O. and Randy Moss for size, speed, and just abilities over Jerry Rice? I do, but guess what? What I give Jerry the nod over them is he played in a running era with less games, and he did better numbers than all them. Like I had got to go off to that.
Mm.
So that's why I give him the nod, and he was not fast like they were.
he just had a long stride that you
Yeah, he
couldn't
got
catch
it
him.
done.
He had that long stride like Moss, because Moss. There's an argument out there that Moss was fast, but I really didn't see it because Moss had that long stride just like Rice.
Moss could fly.
Didn't he run like a crazy
No.
40?
Now
He could fly.
I'm not familiar with his 40 number,
Who you talking
but I
about?
know
I only seen one receiver.
Who y'all talking about? Randy Moss?
Yeah. He
seen
ran like
one
a 4.3, didn't he?
I only see one
Y'all talking
receiver.
about Randy Moss?
Oh, hold on, goddamn it!
Randy Moss was like 4.29, 4.31.
He ran in the 40. There is only one guy I've seen fast him on a football field, and he was an Olympian. And that was goddamn John Capel.
Hold on, so wait. Tyreek ain't faster than
I said I seen on the field.
Oh, okay.
I ain't been on the field against Tyreek.
Your anecdotal eyeball experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I ain't had a chance to be at a live game with Tariq. But from the TV with his short cadence and how he runs, he appears to be so much faster than everybody else that we've seen.
And look, I was
Buffalo.
And look, no, I was at that game in Tampa when he put up 205 yards on us on the first quarter.
Oh, you was
that
there?
little, yes, that little bitch is fast.
That little bitch is fly too. I see him with us. He could fly.
And fuck him too. Oh, excuse my language.
No, you good.
No, bro. I don't like diva receivers, free agent diva receivers, and we done had 3 of them in our history. AB, Deshaun, and Keyshawn.
Give me the damn ball.
I can't stand them. That's
who
why.
Who was the second one?
AB, Keyshawn, and damn it, Deshaun. All 3 of those are diva receivers.
I tell y'all what, I don't care what they say. Jerry Rice ran in the 40. He was way faster than that.
He didn't look fast on the field, though, man. He
never saw somebody catch him. He never went down. Never. Catch that short slant on that West Coast offense, come out the back end, and all these fast dudes out there with him, and they never caught him. I seen Don Beebe get caught by Deion Sanders from behind.
Man, my phone tripping.
But I ain't never seen
Don Beebe was the first true white slot receiver.
Don Beebe, live, baby.
Deion, no, he was not.
The big helmet.
Who was it then?
Chris Collinsworth.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I know my ball said no.
I mean, hey, I think Chris Collinsworth was before my time. Because I was born in '83. When did he play?
Is who?
See, people, you know what's so funny to me? And when I was little, I used to love to do research on stuff like that. That's when they had the magazines and stuff. People think Chris Collinsworth is just a commentator, just like
I knew he played football.
Huh?
I knew he played football. I knew he did.
He was cold. Just like it's another commentator that was cold and folks didn't know. What's that? It's not Amara Rashad, is it?
Yeah, Bobby Brown when he was in Oregon.
Yeah, like it's so many people. That's like I remember Cheryl Miller. Folks used to know how cold Cheryl Miller was.
Hey, but let's get back to what I asked y'all. The best Caucasian wide receiver in NFL history, in your opinion?
In history, see, I grade receivers by consistency. if you can stay healthy and if you can put up numbers. Right now, from my eye test, from actually watching football from 92 to now, it would have to be a toss-up between Wes Welker, the white boy for the Broncos, Ed McCaffrey.
Ed McCaffrey.
And I hate to say it, man, and Julian Edelman.
All right, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you the number of mines right here.
Somebody being left out.
This is my guy right here. If y'all can name who it is,
Steve Largent right there, baby. That's Steve Largent. You see that Seattle?
Early,
that's the man
Cooper,
right there.
Cooper Kupp.
God damn, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn, he had 8 1,000-yard seasons.
Yes,
Hold on. Whose stats it is?
Steve Largent.
Steve Largent.
I can't even.
And see, and I don't remember him because I really didn't pay attention.
I ain't got to show. I'll show you the name. I'll show you what he looked like. Hold on.
Because I really didn't start paying attention to football till Dallas played that Super Bowl.
So you disconnected from the actual game, so you don't have
Yeah, man, because you pretty much had to be
13,000 yards.
You had to play Tecmo Bowl to know who Steve Largent was. Because you ain't seen many of them games back in the day.
He had a kicker face mask.
I forgot about Steve Largent.
Hey, yo, is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Yeah, he a Hall of Famer.
He like a senator or something at one point, I think, too.
See, it's crazy when you're a good receiver like that, but you play for a trash organization, man.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like that can happen, and so I can spin it back to the basketball thing. Like that's why you got to give Steve Kerr so much credit, because do you know we cannot be witnessing the greatest shooters of all time if Steve Kerr would have been the old-minded thinking coach talking about those are bad shots.
And Rock, I got to speak on this, but it don't got it ain't got no bearing on it. I couldn't have been Mark Jackson in these finals. I couldn't have been Mark Jackson, bro. Watching the team that you built win their 4th championship with the coach that got you fired. I couldn't have been him commentating. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't, bro. I really want to know what it is about Mark. Now, the only thing I can say that Mark did wrong is when he aired the dirty laundry. That's probably why teams don't want to give him a shot. But that one, it's kind of like the woman who breaks up with a man, and all of a sudden when they break up, his thing little, or the man talking about her stuff stink. You know, when they break up. That's what people do when they hurt. So Mark Jackson said the things he said because he know he was wrong. He felt wrong and he was wrong. So I would give him another shot. That's the reason why I thought he was going to end up probably being the Lakers coach or something like that. But they're hiring black coaches in the NBA. Half the coaches are black. So why don't anyone want Mark Jackson as brilliant as he is?
Vid just talked about it, and he just had an article on that he brings his religion and his church into the locker room. Like he pushes.
And I will have a big problem with that because I'm not a Christian. So, and plus, I think he's almost like Jimmy Johnson a little bit. He has a forceful presence.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the reasons why Jerry Jones got rid of him. Maybe that's why they got rid of him. Maybe because they had a monkey.
Steph Curry, 33 career points per game and title clinchers, second only to Michael Jordan.
Somebody is watching Undisputed, huh?
I'm not watching Undisputed. I'm at work.
I'm watching Undisputed too now.
I'm at work.
So
let me see.
Does he belong in the top 10 all time now?
No.
That's up to you and your
no.
I'm asking y'all on y'all lists.
He's not in my top 10.
On my
I
list,
wouldn't say so.
On my list, he's not top 10 because Everything has to go perfect for him to be the same guy. Those other guys, you can shake history up, and they'll probably be them same people.
From a size component, I mean, if you factor that portion of it in, then I can see why some people will have him in there. But I have a hard time putting him in my top 10.
So if you start
show me another player that's in the top 10 that literally changed the game.
No, he changed that, but that don't. He changed the game, but check this out.
Hold on. It's not fun. Y'all just be running the damn fun. Michael Jordan.
Because he literally changed the game.
All right, I'm gonna answer it. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Wilt Chamberlain,
Larry
Bill Russell.
No, I said Magic. We hadn't seen nobody Magic size play the PG like that. That's why I said Magic. Mike got made. It was like Floyd Mayweather. He forgot about the heavyweights.
Did you say Kareem and Wilt?
I was getting there. I said Wilt.
Okay.
Kareem. And then you got Steph. He's changed the game. I mean, they have big influences on the league. As great as like LeBron is, as great as like AI is, as great as like Tim Duncan.
They didn't change the game.
They didn't change the game. Like people, you could make an argument for like a guy like Pistol Pete was so far ahead of his time, he don't get credit for changing the perception of the game.
I mean, LeBron changed the branding and the power and playing empowerment.
So yeah, LeBron has so here's the thing: you got changing the actual game and then being an influencer. So LeBron is more of an influencer than changing the game. Magic did both. He was an influencer with Larry as far as their rivalry and how it made money. Michael on the court and off the court becoming global. Wilt as far as women. Kareem as far as activism. You know what I'm saying? You got Steph as far as play style. And then you could say Steph just building that UA brand too.
I think Shaq kind of.
Shaq as well.
Yeah, Shaq kind of
with the movies, the rap albums, just being that ultra marketable person.
And after Shaq, I think it's only Steph because everybody else we've seen before. We've seen Kobe before. We've seen
Kobe went into the realm of behind the scenes with the the
film
book
and the books.
Yeah, so Kobe was carving out that lane of we had never had nobody go that route.
Man, I said gonna ask a question and then leave.
Would you say Bill Russell?
Oh, Bill Russell, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bill Russell, because he was the first to go from player and went to coaching, and he coached the Boston Celtics. That franchise, African.
And when in the time he did it in, oh my God.
Yes. Yep. Because he got and everything. So
in
Bill
that
Russell,
city of all places.
So Bill Russell is a guy that we have to always recognize as a true pioneer of being that barrier. Like, I'm not black, I'm OJ, but he stayed black. You feel me?
This is my thing. And I wish Sid was here to hear this. Like I think Steph Curry the greatest little man of all time.
I agree with that.
But the reason he's not in my top 10 because
I'm not letting you up with that damn picture.
But the reason I wouldn't put him in my top 10 is because of this. If you take all the guys that's in the top 10, and let's just say Steph is one of them, and you get them the equal squad, everybody's team is balanced. Steph team would not beat none of them other guys' team. So what I'm saying is, if all is equal, I don't see Steph team beating any of those other guys' teams. And then Steph loses on the defensive side also. Bird wasn't a great defender or anything like that, but like the way that and Steph is
the KD Warriors team without Steph would beat those other teams.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
KD with Clay. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
No.
Because that team was a
I
sneaky
thought
good
you were saying the
defensive team.
Warriors without KD beating like the Bulls and all of them. That's what I thought you were asking me.
No. So if Mike wasn't on the Bulls and Steph wasn't on the Warriors, so you had KD and you still had Pippen, and then you still got.
Oh, the Warriors beating all them other teams.
That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying. That those teams, but the Steph first championship and this Steph, I
So,
agree. I agree with
see, in my opinion, that hurts Steph. Now, y'all gonna think I'm crazy when I say this. Steph is not a leader. In my opinion, the leader of them Warriors teams is Draymond Green.
you.
I agree with you with that.
Hey Zara, change that profile picture, bro.
So with saying that, if you start your team off with Steph and you don't get another guy that can be the leader, I don't see Steph carrying or making them teams win like that. Michael Jordan was the leader of his teams, LeBron the leader of his teams, Wilt the leader of his teams, Shaq the leader of his teams, Kobe the leader of his team, Bird the leader of his team. All them guys are the guys.
So,
Tim Duncan, the leader of his teams.
so the answer to Ray, here's why I don't say that. Let me make sure he can hear me. To Ray, here's why I don't think that Bulls team could beat Golden State with KD. Those teams that still had Draymond, that still had Clay, that still had Iguodala, because that team couldn't even beat the damn Knicks, and that Warriors team will fuck them up.
They should have beat the Knicks though.
I can't do shoulda. They didn't.
But you know why they didn't? Because they didn't have a leader on the court.
Yeah.
Whereas Draymond gonna pull that Warriors team together.
Pippen was bitching and pouting. Fuck him. He didn't want to go in the game. I never respect that damn team without Mike when I saw that shit. Sorry, can't do it. That's why I get James
Mike
a hard time now. I can't get Harden no love no more because he said like you know what you did. All these Harden fans, y'all got to answer up to how that man pulled his stunt, bro. Like,
yeah.
I don't like that. There we go. What's up, Czar? I'm glad you finally showed up, brother.
Hello.
Why ain't you showing your face today? What's up?
Oh man, I'm working, bro.
You got tears? You good?
Mm-hmm.
No, bro. It's just a game,
you
man.
sound like your breath stink.
I just got up, bro.
I thought you said you were working.
Yeah, I work from home right now, man. But that's what you do when you work from home. You just get the fuck up and you work. Yeah. Come on, man. You know how that is. But congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. The only thing I don't like.
What you don't like?
Is all like we was in the spaces last night. I feel that every time that every time that someone wins something, we got to put them somewhere on a list that eliminates another great player. And I think we're doing a disservice to the elders who was there before. We don't disrespect the elders, and I think that's what's happening now.
Is that really disrespecting them?
Yeah, it is.
So
guys who paid
I ask you this. So when somebody keeps scoring points and they move up on the list, is that disrespecting the elder?
No, but what I'm saying is all these lists. These are our lists.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna have a different kind of list.
Yeah.
But you can't.
The list makes them more money though.
Huh?
Yeah. Say it again.
The list makes them more money because if we don't talk about this stuff, the game is not as valuable and people are not as interested and people don't purchase and stuff like that. Well, I think the game is. I don't think the young guys disrespect the elders. I think the elders disrespect the younger guys because if I own the record, which I do own some records, I'm the winningest player in football history in my school. I've won more games than anybody. I want people to break that record because if they break that record, our school wins more. That's why I hate that old dude from the 72 Dolphins. I can't stand that motherfucker. Every time somebody
you can't diss the 72 Dolphins, bro.
Yeah, every time somebody's undefeated and they lose, he celebrates. Like, no, I want to see somebody break their record because when records get broken, that means we're seeing a better product.
Rock, you're part of the problem with that. I'm not saying overall because that's the problem with sports now. That's the problem with sports being. I'm a diehard old school guy. You got to earn it. I'm not going to give you nothing. I don't want you to break the record for what?
No, I want you to break the record.
No, I
But
don't
if
want
you
you to
break
break
the
my
record, you
No.
are on it.
Game forward. I want you to push
If
the
you
game
break
forward.
it, if you
Man,
break it, congratulations.
Zara
I want you to push the
Zara
game
root
forward.
against his son if his son was about to break his kicker tan.
He ain't got no records
Man,
at kicker
no
tan.
record.
shut,
He ain't got
Cat
no
said,
record.
shut up.
No record.
Yeah, he definitely ain't got no records or kicker chance. So
Let me
cut
address-
that narrative.
Let me address
Oh my
Teray. Teray said KD is that Pippen that you don't like without Steph. That's a good point, but I disagree just because KD got to the finals without Steph. He ain't win because he lost to his generational Jordan.
But I know what he's
it's-
saying though, because
he did something
what
Pippen
Pippen
couldn't do.
was never as dominant offensively as KD, but that personality, as far as like KD, not a leader.
So he didn't lead that
KD?
OKC team to the finals.
Hell no, KD
No,
is
what?
an
No,
emotional
not
man.
y'all. I'm not talking about leading the team in
I'm
points.
glad we here. Who led that OK? Who was the leader of that OKC team?
Nobody.
Westbrook?
It was the trio, all three of them.
No, it
You
was
can't have
Westbrook.
three people leading the
They didn't
team,
have
bro.
a leader.
You can't have three
No,
people leading
no.
the team to get to the final.
I gotta
But
ask y'all to
see,
do
hold on.
something.
Didn't we just witness this last night? When you don't have a clear cut leader, we go through this guy when times are rough. That's how you lose in the finals. When
What do you
you're
mean?
unsure. Golden State was sure who they was going through.
No, that's the system.
Everybody was trying to take chances on bringing the Boston Celtics back and making them win.
That speaks to the system, because when you look at OKC in the finals, anytime they needed a bucket, they went to 35. Whether LeBron was checking them, Wade was checking them, 35 was kicking your ass. They
The
just didn't
same
have
thing
enough.
with that Warriors team.
When it came to the war team, salute to Steph Curry and his gravity. When they needed that damn bucket, they went to the cheat code, and that's taking.
Man, that bad defense by the
Hold on. Come
Yeah, don't even start that, man.
Come on. That's nothing against Steph, but that lets you know how special KD is as an offensive talent when he is a luxury. You know what I'm saying? He's a luxury. Boston did a great job of taking that luxury away because they realized he ain't got nothing that's really gonna help him. So we're gonna attack him. When Boston tried to do that with Steph, they started getting fried by Wiggins because that system and Steve Kerr, and we talked about his coaching making adjustments. That was the difference between Kerr and a young Steve Nash. Steve Nash don't got the experience to say, yo, we need to do this. Hey, maybe Patty Mills need to start bringing the ball up. Or hey, maybe they ain't had Goran Dragic. Maybe you need to start being the initiator and running sets away from KD and letting him go off the ball, because that's what Kerr would do with Steph. But to go back to your point, okay, when we think about that team, we got to ignore that Westbrook became an MVP and Harden became an MVP, because then Harden was the young Harden. Harden was actually Harden was Casper the Ghost.
Hey, can I say this? And folks gonna once again, say it ain't gonna like it, but if we fought, right? If we got in a fight, every time me and you fought, you beat me up, right? But every time I beat you up, my brothers was with me and helped me. Would you be more proud of? Should I be walking around with my chest out because we jumped you?
I'm gonna carry that narrative because you ain't gonna whoop my ass. But you use a different analogy, please.
I said Hulk for one, and if you want to get some Stephon and Zar action, I will not duck you. I will show up.
No, you don't get under my skin like Irk and Jerk. But continue.
But what I'm saying is,
get under that hat.
It's amazing how we look at what KD did against LeBron post OKC than how terrible his record was against them before Golden State Warriors. So when you got all this help and guys that can just punch you from all these angles, of course you're gonna beat me up. How did you do when, even though I think the OKC teams were loaded also? But I'm just saying, like,
look at this guy victimizing LeBron again.
it shows you that you can attack any player from any angle and question their accomplishments. That's what I hate about it, is because when really we should just be celebrating somebody winning 4 championships in 8 years. Instead, we're gonna pick them apart, and we'll say this guy, but not say that guy. I can either cheer everybody on and root everybody on, or I can sit here and only protect my favorite players that I like, and then go at the players that I actually don't like. Everybody can do that. I'm happy for Steph them. They were smart enough to realize the flow of the game, the pace of the game, how the refs was going to call it, everything, and take advantage of it. That's part of sports. That's the reason why I hate in sport when people get penalized for, like they'll penalize a guy for being strong. I think flopping, the NBA needs to go back and look at flopping. Flopping should be an automatic foul or something like that. Even though you
and yet LeBron started the flop train. But continue.
No, but he had to. You got to think about it. If you're getting fouled and they're not calling, you got to exaggerate it. And this another thing. The NBA got to stop this one challenge BS, because the referees get it wrong so much. What it should be is you get one challenge. If you use your challenge and you get it right, you still got a challenge. That's how it should be, because the game should be called the right way. It's so many times they have called the play the wrong, called the out on the wrong person, all this kind of stuff, and it affects the game. It can kill momentum. It changes a whole lot with the game. But when you only got one challenge, you want to say that towards the end of the game when you think you need it the most. When actually you could have used it in the beginning of the game, and it could have stopped something that was a dagger, that was a critical part of changing the flow of the game.
Yeah. Hey Jamal, to speak to what you said, so your question was, when did LeBron not play with a stacked team? And I said the first time he went to the finals with the Cavs. I didn't reference that they were bums. I just said, he talking about the finals. Never mind. That's 2 separate things. Never mind. My bad, Jay Ward. My bad. Yeah, man.
And you talking about the 2007 Cavs?
Yeah.
See, he thinking you talking about with the
I said when they got swept.
Yeah, with Kyrie and but see, he didn't play with Kyrie in that first
Man,
series.
can you stop all the LeBron talk and give Curry his flowers, please?
Yeah, we are doing Curry disservice, man. Let's get back to Steph, man.
Goddamn, see, you see how Rock pushing this narrative about LeBron, victimizing him.
So if we wanted to, so we can do this, right? Because people always gonna point to, he got 4, but they're gonna say he got 2 with KD. So we could be fair and say the last dude to be a diminutive guard and win at least 2 championships was Isaiah Thomas. So that's elite company for Steph Curry. That's
super elite.
That's shout out to Zeke, man. They be fucking disrespecting your legacy. I'm a curse because I know you would, Zeke. Fuck him. Isaiah Thomas, Zeke the Freak, was a monster and an asshole. And made Kevin McHale.
And that's why I like Zeke, because he's similar to me.
He made Kevin McHale shake his damn hand when they beat them damn Celtics. Now you gonna shake my hand, sucker.
Hey, Hawk.
But then walk off when Michael Jordan whoop his ass.
You can probably pull it up. It's only 2 players in sports history that I started off not liking at first, and they made me like them. The first player to ever do that was Kobe Bean Bryant. Like, he earned my likeness and respect and everything. The second player was that damn Thomas Edward Brady. I didn't like him.
Why'd you do that?
So check this out.
The privilege, the epitome of white privilege. No, I ain't gonna let you talk about Brady up here. No.
Steph is slowly but surely becoming the 3rd athlete to do that to me. Steph might be able to challenge me in the leading scorer in NBA history.
He off. Yeah,
you don't think so?
Because those ankle injuries at the beginning of his career kind of set him back.
So what does Steph sit right now?
Hold on, I'm looking.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Where does he sit?
All-time scoring.
All-time scoring? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't look
Y'all
for that. I
saying
thought
something.
you.
Y'all just start loading them.
This
I'm
could be
sorry
hard.
about. I'm sorry about that outburst. I just don't like that four name faggot. Oh, I'm sorry.
Damn.
I shouldn't say that word.
LGBTQIA. Salute to them.
Nah, you mean the alphabet people.
Or AI is one. I think that's the 2 levels.
It's a what?
No.
What's an I?
Yeah.
I looked it up the other
What's
day.
an I and an A?
Man, hey, bro, you got pansexuals, you got metrosexuals, you got self-sexuals. It's all kind of crazy mess, man.
Self?
So they got
They have self-sexuals.
they
The
got
people that
every
marry,
alphabet now.
They
yeah,
got
the people that marry themselves.
Hey, you can do
Oh my God.
They call them self-sexuals. Yes.
Hey, yo, you know what? I think Karl Malone is like the Emmitt Smith of the NBA. Nobody respect his numbers.
Nope, won't.
That's facts.
No,
and it's
no, it's
Then
because
as far as what he's doing with young, what he did off the court, that's nasty.
no. The fact with Emmett, man, is that he was a boring runner.
To you, he wasn't boring to me.
He
the
man,
reason I played
in an
Emmitt
era where
Smith
you
is
were
the
playing.
reason I
Look,
played
in an
football.
era where you were playing with Barry Sanders doing all that cutback and juking. Yes, Emmitt
And I
Smith was
wanted-
boring.
Guess what? In the era of Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith, I wanted to be more like Emmitt Smith than Barry Sanders.
I mean, that's what happens. I mean, Barry Sanders played for a trash organization, still playing for a trash organization, and they're still a trash organization. That's what happened to great players on trash teams. Shout out to Andrew Wiggins for at least getting away from the Timberwolves because they were going to drive his career into the dirt.
See, this is what I don't get. You will sit up here and say that's what happens to a great player in trash organizations on trash teams, and then when it comes to someone you don't like, you don't have that same energy.
Here we go again, victimizing LeBron.
I
Here
didn't
we
say
go
no name.
again.
I didn't say no name.
Hey,
Yes,
Rock.
you did. Cut it out.
Cut
it out.
Curry's 43rd right now on career career points.
That's down there.
Yeah, boy, I swear, boy. Give me your address.
Chris Paul
man.
got more than him right now.
Just because he's 43rd, that don't mean that like those some of them people so close in numbers is ridiculous. So you could pass 3 people in one night.
Yeah, that's true. But he's still just under half of what Kareem and LeBron are at because they're at 44,000. If you look at career, playoff, and regular season, LeBron is at 44,693, and Kareem is at 44,149.
And what's Steph at? 22?
24 something. Hold on.
Oh,
Let me
my
scroll
God,
back down.
He got a lot of threes to shoot.
He 23,634.
Don't matter. At least you got a winning record in the finals.
That is the dumbest argument ever.
Hey, yo, look.
Michael Jordan did not only play 6 years.
No, it's a trigger argument, and I got you triggered by that.
No, I'm saying like when people do that though, this is my thing. Is Michael Jordan great? Yes, he is. But to say 6-0 is what it boils down to. So we're giving him credit for getting swept by the Boston Celtics and those teams and Detroit Pistons over a person who got to the finals and lost. That makes no sense to me.
I mean, it's no different than saying LeBron got the 9 straight finals.
Right?
Never talk about the 2
years. Like real talk. And I guarantee y'all about to flame me for this. I still consider Joe Montana the GOAT.
I do too.
Yeah, I still consider him the GOAT.
I don't. That boy Patrick that won it.
Who?
I mean, Thomas Edward Brady. He won it. Bro, he leads in every stat. He has the most passing touchdowns. He has the most passing touchdowns, yards, and Super Bowl.
And he's the most privileged player in the NFL history, next to Drew Brees.
He's a cheater. No doubt.
He's a cheater and he's privileged. And he will never be the GOAT in my eyes, no matter if he brings another ring to my team.
7 Super Bowls is impossible.
Only reason why I don't respect that because we never bragged about Charles Haley's 5.
There you go.
That's why I don't respect it.
And there's another player that had. Isn't there another player with that same amount of rings too?
And Charles Haley was dominant as a defensive end. He won't no role play. He won't Robert Orr. He was.
And who did? And Charles Haley won his with the Cowboys and the Niners.
And the Niners. Yeah.
But since he had an issue with the media, like he was Marshawn Lynch, they never publicized. They never pumped him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it goes back to what Rock said. Like the media just shushed it. Like, shh, don't talk about Charles Haley because he was an asshole to them. He was.
But the one thing that I wish Montana would have did that would have made him truly to go leaps and bounds. I wish he would have took the. I wish he would have won a bowl with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Because if he would have did.
But y'all got to think he was a product of that. He in that same era of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird when stuff wasn't as interesting and media started coming on the scene and all of that. So it made us look at Joe Montana like he was untouchable. Like if you really think about it, in that era, Dan Marino probably was the best quarterback.
Oh wait. Oh
so
man,
I'm glad you said that. So that's a Rock. Thank you very much for saying that, right? Because
what's up, Sid?
This is the thing. Yes, Marino was the more talented quarterback. It's just like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Aaron is more talented. Tom is more accomplished. That's the same analogy. It's just Aaron got a Super Bowl.
No, he's not more accomplished. He's more consistent.
He's more accomplished.
The accomplishments come from that consistency.
I'm saying you can prove accomplishments. You can just turn around and look at the trophies. Accomplished.
He's more accomplished. Hey, yo, chill out, Sid. God damn.
When Sid don't like somebody, he'll take their Super Bowls away.
Hey, Sid free? Oh no, he did. He just looking at the screen like that. the white. That's a good point. I like that. Montana left San Francisco, didn't win the chip, but Brady left, won another Super Bowl.
Shut up, Dwight.
But see, hold on. See, Ho, this is where you got to come in and do what you usually do. Time out. You got to put it in perspective. When Joe Montana left, he was placed somewhere. Tom Brady chose where he was going.
Didn't he have input when he left San Francisco?
I swore he did.
He had input.
Here's what Rock is saying. Not to cut you off, Rock.
Which president you voting for?
Tom on out. So we all know Tom was doing when he got his team. What did he do? Give me him. Go get him. Joe was. I'm going there. I'm playing with what I got. We know the eras are different. Like Joe, like back then you couldn't, and that's not.
That Chiefs team was not shabby though. Let's not act like he went to Detroit.
No, I'm not. So I don't want us doing that to try to elevate Tom. Like all I'm doing is put it in perspective.
Don't do this.
So yes, Joe went to KC and didn't win the championship. That's correct. But if we telling the story of when they went to teams, you can't leave out. They went and got Gronk. They went and got Antonio Brown. You feel what I'm saying? We can't tell the story without that.
He's just like LeBron. He need all the help he can get. Brock?
Just like when we tell the story of Steph, they don't include you went and got that damn that Slim Reaper for 2 of your rings. They gonna tell that story. Well, LeBron, they gonna tell the story. You went to Miami with Wade and Bosh, and then when you came to Cleveland, you let go of Andrew Wiggins and when it got Kevin Love and all these other guys. And then you went to the Lakers and you went so that's a part of this. Like when you with each athlete, when you tell that story, same thing with Montana. When you look at Montana and San Francisco, you're going to say Ronnie Lott was there. Roger Craig was there. Jerry Rice was there. Yeah. The list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the argument. When did free agency actually start in the NFL?
91, 92. Wasn't that like the first year of Reggie White?
Yeah.
So you can't use that argument against Montana because they built that team.
No, what I'm saying. So all right, I'm glad you said that. So when we talk about Emmitt Smith, don't say his offensive line was great.
Oh, I know. No, I still blame the Minnesota. I know. I still blame the Minnesota Vikings for doing that dumbass trade.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about. I like what you just said, right? We really can't. We really do gotta get out of habit of saying, "Oh, look who he had around him." Any successful football player, when you look at the most successful guys, they had a lot of other successful guys around them.
Thank you. See, Hawk, that's what I'm saying. People will do this. People are taking consideration. I don't like that team. I don't like that person. So I'm gonna change the narrative, right? People don't like the Cowboys, so they say Emmitt Smith had the greatest line, and he shouldn't this, he shouldn't that. But then there's
I have other
hold on. His team is built.
You're wrong
His
about
team
that.
was built by his organization, right? His team was built by his organization. But then you'll knock a player for building the team himself. I don't care if the organization brought the players on or if players decided to join each other. I'm cool with either one.
No. Rock. The problem with the Cowboys
So you mean to tell me if Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade was drafted to the Cleveland Cavaliers and they won the championship, you wouldn't be saying nothing about it?
Let me address your Cowboy point first. Please, can I address your Cowboy point? The problem with the Cowboys is that people do. It's not the fact that people don't like the team. It's people like myself and probably Bean. They don't like the delusional fan base.
Look at this analogy. Look at this comparison. Tell me if y'all agree with what Ray said.
I mean, it's the same thing, yeah. But the problem is that Matt Stafford went from a horrible franchise to one on the rise.
Hey man, I'm not gonna let you get away with what you just said. Why in the world does fans change your professional opinion about a player or a team? That is,
it makes it hard to like that team.
I want to speak to what Kevin said, right? So
no, I'm fine with that. I don't care how much I dislike a team. I don't care how much I dislike Kobe Bryant or Tom Brady. It's not gonna make me say they can't play.
Now, I can't speak on the Cowboys because I really don't have no hatred. Now, I can speak on a team that I truly hate to the inch of my freaking bone. The damn Aints.
He do it to Drew Brees all the time, so he know what y'all talking about.
Why? Because a lot of people don't know that the Florida Leaves is a racist symbol. That's the reason I hate that team. I don't hate the fan base.
Educate me, because I thought I liked the Florida League.
Hold on. Let me speak to what Kevin Smith just said. He said Emmitt was blessed to have an elite O-line, and this is always my rebuttal to that. When Emmitt didn't play and held out,
thank you.
How did those backs do?
Oh, sorry, we ain't win a game.
So yes, that the O-line was very good. They were elite, but they work hand in hand because when his ass ain't played,
people act like I can literally show you highlight tapes of this man picking up blitzes and blocks. I'm talking about guys twice his size and nailing them. Like Emmitt Smith did all the dirty work also. Like, give the man credit. He did stuff that other backs weren't doing.
We ain't gonna see
him. But he wasn't electrifying, so people didn't like him. But
hold on, we can't. What'd you say, Bean?
We ain't gonna be glorifying the Cowboys, man. We ain't trying to find a reason.
Yeah, but I mean, all the backs that played back then had to pick up blitz. You had to be able to pass block to play in the league at that point. He was more elite at a lot of elements than other players.
Another reason why I kind of dislike the Cowboys because we signed that bum Alvin Harper after he was used up.
Hey yo,
What?
Hey yo, Kevin said he can't praise it. See, there you go. He can't praise a Gator and a Cowboy. See, you can't be you could be objective. You're a sports guy. Like, come on, son. That's what we was talking about yesterday.
Can't stand Dallas. So,
and what you're a Eagles fan?
Hey, easy, man.
Hold on. All of these guys are proven why Steph was the first unanimous MVP.
But since y'all
Cut it out, man. Cut that up. You still hurt that damn LeBron ain't got a unanimous MVP. Is that what it really is, man? Is that what that really is, man?
I never said LeBron. I never said LeBron was
You ain't got to say it, but you keep pushing this narrative. That's where it's really coming from.
I said Michael Jordan. What I'm saying is people will dislike someone and not vote for them just because they dislike them, even though they dominated the league.
So let me be fair. What said. I mean, what Rock saying is true. The dislike for, say, LeBron can make them just give it to Steph, and then the dislike for Mike can make them give it to like a Karl Malone. But
Charles Barkley, you like what the hell?
But what said
Wait,
can also be true, as in you talking about
LeBron. Wait, did you just say did you just try to make it seem like Charles didn't deserve that MVP?
No. He's talking about like votes when Mike won it. Like,
okay.
He wasn't unanimous. Yeah.
Oh man, you almost got me.
No. He's talking about like Mike 72-10 season. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't 50-40-90 like Steph, but he still averaged 30 like Steph did, and he was 45% from the field, 42 from three, and 80-something from the free throw line. So it's like, damn, his team won 72. How come he won unanimous? But then,
I mean, the people that didn't vote for Michael Jordan, what games were they watching? Who all them so much that they had to give somebody else?
Hold on, Rock.
Go ahead, Bean.
Steph did it in a fashion that we ain't never seen before. You know what I mean? Like it was like just wow. You know what I mean? Like night in and night out. You know.
Steph, you said Steph did it in a way that Michael Jordan never did it.
No. He did it in a way that LeBron could never do it.
Hold on.
Who came out there? Who came half court stuff?
Go ahead, Bean. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Rock. See, here's the issue I got, Rock. You can't throw LeBron James' name in everything. LeBron can't have everything.
Thank you.
What are y'all listening to? I ain't said,
bro, you got it all over your brow. The Stanism. Cut it out, man.
You know, like, you got to give other guys a turn too, man. Everything can't be about LeBron all the time, man. Now, LeBron.
Did I not say Michael Jordan?
Yo, Rock trying to look real confused, like he don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Look, like we ain't saying his timeline.
Mama, just like he liked to victimize LeBron, he's trying to victimize himself right now. So cut it out, Rock.
No, I said the first ever unanimous MVP means nothing to me because I've seen guys who should have got it before he did. Starting with Michael Jordan.
No, starting with LeBron.
Who should got it that year? Go ahead.
What's that, Ben?
When it came to the unanimous MVP, who should have got it that year?
Talking about with Steph year?
Yeah.
Steph should have got it.
So what is this about then?
I'm saying, what were the other players?
He was talking about why Jordan didn't get it when this team was 72-10. He averaged 30 as well. That's all.
I mean, they might not have liked Jordan, but at the same time, you got
y'all proving my point.
Too.
How they proving my point?
But is it a thing where a lot of people kind of discounted that 72-10 because of the players that were also on his team?
I mean, the thing is, some people get tired of you winning.
That was the first with Rodman too. That was
check this out.
That was after his abbreviated season. That was the very next season.
I don't know how many of y'all have sons.
Let me see who else got votes that year, bro.
The same guy MVP every year.
Let me see.
I was trying to look that up too.
Let's just assume all of us have kids, right? You're going to like your kid more than you like my kid. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna like my kid more than I like your kid. So for me to say, "Hey, my kid," it's unanimous. Like that means nothing to me.
Right. Let me give you something better. Okay. You run the NBA. The NBA is the business. Michael Jordan is your best player. Can you give him the MVP every year?
No, you can't.
So therefore, you're gonna have to spread it out and make sure the other good players get opportunity as well.
Okay, and guess what? I'm agreeing with you on that. That's 100%. But what I'm saying is that means the people who did get it it don't carry any weight when it comes to like, oh hey, here's this guy, he's the MVP. We really know who the MVP was during Jordan's time. Jordan damn near could have won it damn near every year. So
that was a 95, 96 year.
So
now
yeah, you had David Robinson was second.
Well, that was
in
96,
96
97.
in 93 Barkley won it.
But
So hold on. So Michael got 109.0 votes. Anthony Hardaway got 2 first place votes. Hakeem Olajuwon got 1 first place vote, and Karl Malone got a first place vote.
Now I'm not tripping with none of. You talking about 72?
Yeah, because what year was that? That was 96, 97,
95, 96.
Oh, okay.
The Last Dance year.
No.
It was his first full season back from baseball. They went 72.
Yes. That's the year Jordan should have been unanimous. Hold on. It was one year, even though they didn't go to the playoffs, what was that year when Jordan almost averaged 40?
He averaged 37.1.
Yeah. Shit. Why he wasn't unanimous?
In my opinion, Jordan should have been unanimous every year.
So check this out. So Jordan averaged 36 and 4. Robinson again. So Anthony Hardaway, who got 2 first place votes, averaged 21, 4 and 7. Hakeem averaged 26 and 10. And then Karl Malone averaged 25 and 9. Those are the gentlemen who got the other first place votes to keep unanimous away from Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Hey, Hakeem had three blocks a game in that year.
21 points a game back then was actually crucial because they only scored 80. You know what I'm saying? Like scoring 20 back then actually meant a whole lot.
Andrew Wiggins numbers.
And Jordan had the highest win shares, 3.317. Penny was 229. Hakeem was 166, and Carl was 233.
And see, people don't understand what plays a factor in all that type stuff. It wasn't no social media. It wasn't the kind of coverage that they have now. So your local voters probably not even seeing certain guys like that. So when Hakeem wilding you every night and you see Michael Jordan play a few times, you still gonna be like, okay, that Michael Jordan is pretty good, but I see Hakeem Olajuwon every night. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then the next year you had Karl Malone winning over Mike. And Carl averaged 27.4. Mike averaged 29.6. 9 rebounds to 5. And he actually averaged more assists than Mike. Mike averaged more steals. Their win shares, Mike 18.3. Karl Malone 16.7. And Carl got 63 first place votes. Mike got 52 first place votes.
Yeah, you know the crazy stat from all of that? Both of them played 82 back-to-back years.
Mm-hmm.
And LeBron only played 182 game season.
It's a different league, bro.
I do Rock. He ain't gonna let it sit.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna let it sit. Hawk, I just had this talk. I just shout out.
Also,
to,
they didn't load manage back in those days.
Shout out to my boy Tavares Jackson. We still keep his camp going to remember his legacy and stuff like that. But we be out there outside, and I'm talking about y'all, it's so hot, and we be like, how the hell we used to practice in this shit? And we used to go 2 days and 3 days. And we used to go 20-some straight 2 days. That's illegal as hell now. And you know what the punishment was? Like, say you're not practicing well. The punishment is you can't have no water. See how dumb it was, some of the stuff we used to do back in the day? So we punish guys for being smarter today than the guys were back in the day. Jordan probably would have played a lot longer.
Man.
Jordan probably would have played a lot longer if he didn't take as much punishment.
Man, forget them old guys, man. It's about Steph Curry right now, man. He's the champ, man.
Huh?
We can't talk about Steph Curry until Rock leaves. You know, he's gonna always redirect back to LeBron, or shall I say LeBron?
Rock, you keep trying to bring up all the old guys and LeBron. And you even try to give Jordan a little bit of flowers, man. It's about Steph Curry right now, man.
I gave Steph Curry his flowers.
He in your top 10?
No.
He ain't give him no flowers, then.
I can respect him for not being put him in his top 10, man.
They're not in my top 10 because I can't take all the top 10 guys and give them all the same equally balanced team and say that Steph team is going to, you know what I'm saying, outplay, or is that he gonna outplay them? I can't. Steph can't drag. Steph can't drag no scrubs to the finals like the other guys do.
What more did that man need?
I mean, Steph can't drag. Steph can't drag no scrubs to the
See,
finals like all
he
the
try
other
to
guys.
goalpost, man. You know, he try to make Dragon Scrubs to the finals a criteria. That's not a criteria. What more did that man need to do?
So, what you mean? I'm not taking no props to him. I'm not taking no props to him.
I'm
There
just
you are.
what more does
No, saying that
There you
man
are.
is not in the top 10 is not knocking him when you got Shaq in there, you got Michael Jordan in there, Kobe Bryant, and all these guys. That's not knocking him.
I mean, I'm because
And see,
I done heard some wild basketball
Mhm.
teams that dudes get up their own criteria now as to why he isn't stable with the elite guys. He ain't in the room no more. He at the table.
No, I didn't say
see,
he wasn't
Everybody can't
and
be at
it
the
all
table though, man.
depends. It all
Everybody can't be at
depends
the
on what
table.
you look at it though. As
Okay.
if you look at
Oh,
it
I'm
based
not
on dominance,
No, I look at the ability. Hello? You asking me?
I
Go ahead.
mean, he's one of 7 guys who got 4 rings and 2 MVP.
Mm-hmm.
All rings don't weigh the same.
Oh God! But that COVID ring weighs the same as his rest of his rest.
All rings don't weigh the same. So
Answer my question, Rob.
that's
No,
like saying no. That's like
stop before
no. That's
before
like
you get
saying
on your
Jimmy Waffle.
long-winded soliloquy.
It's the
Does
reason if all
LeBron's
rings
COVID ring weigh the
saying
same
this
as the
why
one that he beat
if
Golden
all
State?
rings weigh the same, stop bringing up Michael Jordan as being the GOAT and give it to Bill Russell.
There you go.
I never said Michael Jordan was the GOAT.
So
Why
all
don't wait a second?
All rings don't weigh the same.
Why
What I'm
don't
saying is there's a narrative behind every single championship. Something
LeBron,
happens, something
LeBron
goes
got
wrong with it.
all the narratives?
Huh?
LeBron got 4. Give me all the.
What you mean? Give you all the narrative.
You say every ring got a narrative behind it.
Uh-oh.
LeBron earned all 4 of his.
Lord have mercy.
Look,
See what I mean?
look.
You saving them now.
See, it threw me off. We was talking about something now. The reason I don't have Steph in my top 10 though on a serious note is because I don't think I can take Steph Curry with just any group of people like I can the rest of them guys, and he still be the same guy. I think you can eliminate Steph Curry in a game easier than you can the rest of them guys. Like, it wasn't nothing you can do. You wasn't going to be able to stop Shaq. It wasn't nothing you can do. You weren't going to be able to stop Michael Jordan. It wasn't nothing you can do. Matter of fact, LeBron might be
like
LeBron and Steph the
why
lowest
Steph
two
doing what
on
he
their
do
top
year in
10.
and year out? That easy. Why is Steph doing what he do year in and year out?
Y'all was just knocking the man saying he never won a Finals MVP. Now y'all act like he can't be beat.
Bro,
Because
right now,
if you really want to break it down, how many mistakes did Boston make in this championship series? Was
that's not Steph
Horford and all them then drop
that's not
position,
Steph
giving
Curry
the man
problem.
wide open threes.
That's not Steph Curry problem.
Hey, you got to capitalize
Wide open
upon
three.
your opponent's mistake,
Hey,
right?
one thing I say about Steph though, you won't make a mistake if he taking 30-foot bombs and he hitting them like they ain't no mistake. He just hitting bombs.
If you dropping down, not stepping up, and
You on mute, Kev.
So
you
Hey,
make
Rob,
a mistake because Steph Curry can shoot from the
Steph
elbow.
got
hold on, Rob.
something
Hold on.
inside his name that a lot of guys don't.
Hold on, Rob. Hold on, Rob.
talent.
So here's what I want to address with you, man, because I think you're missing it. They got the defensive player of the year covering Steph. He's the best defender this year, according to the masses, and he getting cooked.
I disagree.
You disagree? He didn't get cooked last night.
Who?
Last night he had a bad game.
Who?
In
got cooked.
game 4, he didn't get cooked.
How do y'all ask questions and then keep saying stuff?
Who we talking about?
Check this out. See, this is what I hate about basketball. What people don't
It's a
what
generational
people don't pay attention to.
Can't be that.
Why ain't what we not paying attention to?
You know something that I always took respect for? If I have to use a pick to get away from you, that's not me cooking you. But
no, don't.
You talking about?
Hold on.
Brock, that's their offense. What are you talking about?
Let me finish my point before you.
No, because all I
saying.
want to say is this, because you don't need to go through all that. I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about the screen plays. I'm talking about the plays where he waved guys off and shot in Marcus Smart face from the hash. I'm not talking about the screen. I'm not talking about the screen.
Or the fact that Marcus Smart was shying away from covering him one-on-one towards the end of that game.
See, Rock, what you're doing is when I make a statement, you are very literal. I just said I'm only talking about those plays because you said Boston made mistakes. Can you speak to when it was straight up coverage and Steph is the outlier that can shoot from the hash and it goes against every basketball principle? Yes, you want to check somebody 90 feet, but Steph can blow by Marcus Smart. So he has to play him straight up. And your basketball instincts are going to say, let me give him some room because he ain't going to shoot from there. And Steph will shoot from there and was bombing.
Yes, he will shoot from there, but no, Hawk, I'm telling you right now, we can sit down together and break that film down. Steph didn't do that often against Marcus Smart.
Bro, hear what I'm saying, Rob? I didn't say he did it a lot. But what can you say when he did it those times? It ain't about a mistake. It's about his skills and what he's blessed with. That's all I was saying.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were saying like
how many did he make? Marcus Smart in
no, because somebody said that he cooked him. I'm like, huh?
Y'all, he did cook Marcus Smart, bro.
Me, I said he cooked him like a medium rare steak.
Guess what? Hey,
and then you want to talk about the moving picks? That's been their offense for the past 8 years.
How many times have we been in a game and I say, hey man, I'm finna jump this hitch. You got me over the top. Right?
I'll be right back.
If I jump the hitch and I turn around and my guy go deep and you not back there, who fault is it?
But hey, Rob, in the game against
can you move me to the can you move me to the lounge?
Yeah.
In the games against the Nets, you talked about how great the Boston defense was, and they shut KD down. Whereas when people say Steve Nash didn't adjust to what they needed to do to get KD open or get him better looks, everybody reverts to Boston. They got them great boys on the wing. They shut KD down.
It's a great point, bro.
Oh no, Steve Nash had a whole lot of fault in this.
See, but here's the deal, okay? If Steph Curry ain't in your top 10, you might well make room because he ain't finished playing.
Yeah, now that's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? Like you sitting there and you trying to hold a spot for guys who their career is over with. The cement is dry when it came to their career. This dude could be right back around the finals next year.
He might not. I don't know.
And his style of play with that jumper that he got, hell, he could play for another 20 years.
Yeah, not 20, but he can play for a while.
But you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. No, see, exactly. That's what I say about anybody that's still playing. They still have time. We don't look. We don't know what's going to happen with people with trades and shakeups.
He has a.
They said, "What's your top 10?" They want to know your top 10.
My top 10.
Curry is a generational talent.
They want who wants my top 10?
Or his Myers brother Reese.
Now I haven't sat down and really done it. You calling me out on the spot, so bear with me. I'll try. Of course, Michael Jordan is my number one.
I can't believe it.
I don't know. Y'all can't. I knew you was gonna say that. I own it. You know how people be mad about the boys about their fans? I go at Michael Jordan because of Michael Jordan fans. That's what makes me do that. So, but Michael Jordan has always actually been my favorite player. Michael Jordan is in my top 10. LeBron James is in my top 10. Kareem is in my top 10. Wilt is in my top 10. Shaq is in my top 10. Tim Duncan is in my top 10. Bird is still in my top 10, even though that's who Steph knocking on his heels. Kobe is in my top 10. Wilt's still in my top 10.
You already said Wilt. You already said Wilt.
I did? I thought I said Kareem.
No, you said Kareem, then Wilt.
Without having the list right here in front of me, I said Tim Duncan. I said Shaq.
Tim, Shaq. So you got Mike, LeBron,
Kareem,
Kareem,
Tim
Will,
Duncan.
Shaq, Tim Duncan, Larry Bird. You got 7.
Yeah, I ain't say. Hold on, and I said Magic Johnson.
All right, that's 8.
Damn, I'm trying to think of who. I thought I said 9 people.
I hope you know I got it.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you somebody. He don't have as many rings, but couldn't nobody stop him. But without being able to sit down and write them out, I like Hakeem Olajuwon, bro. I always have.
Did you say Kobe already?
Yeah, I thought I
He
said
did say
Kobe.
Kobe.
That's why I thought I had.
So
9.
yeah, so that's his 10.
So Hakeem is 10.
So let me ask you this question. You said that Steph Curry knocking on Larry Bird heels. What is it going to take for him to surpass Larry Bird?
I mean, I don't know what it takes. It's just something that happens that make you do that. We didn't know what it took for Kobe to. Kobe just did something, and then all of a sudden, it was what it was.
I'm on the all-time list or something. It's gonna be something like some type of record or something. He said, whether it's points.
I mean, right now, Bird has one more MVP than Steph, right? Because Steph's got 2.
So I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about Bird. The reason why I give Bird the nod over Steph. Steph, I ain't gonna lie. Steph does do a lot of front running. That's not me saying what Skip do. Bird had the confidence. Bird, if you didn't if you had your eyes closed and listen to Bird, you would think it was a black dude, bro. The way Bird used to talk to people and do what he said he was gonna do, he was a thug. I loved it.
Man,
so
look how fast Steph walked down that 3-point. That 3-point.
Hey, Steph was talking hella trash to the Celtics fans yesterday.
Yeah, they was up too, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
look how fast Steph walked down that 3-point list.
How fast he walked down what?
Walked down the 3-point list to number 1.
Oh, he did that. See, hey, that's great. I mean, but guess what? You got to think about this too, though. You were not, and it's not knocking him because he was the only guy that was going to do it, though. But like that's what he changed the game. That Steph take amount of threes that is ridiculous, and he can do it. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, those are considered bad shots. If you know what I'm saying, if you weren't close to that line and you were shooting, that's a
bad shot to a regular guy is a great shot to a generational talent like him.
Fact. Even with that being said, Steph game can be. It's a lot you can take from his game. I think when you can't play the power game, it's harder to be and that's why the same thing that hurts him for my top 10 is what gives him a lot of credit also. Because if it gets super crunched, if you wear his legs out, that was the key to beating him before. Like, get him tired as the series go on. For some reason in this series, he never got tired against them because they ain't wear him out like they were supposed
to. He was tired. He just pushed through.
Yeah, exactly. But at one point they was attacking him and it was looking like it was nothing Boston can do. It was nothing Golden State can do as long as they keep attacking Steph and all that type stuff. You can't isolate any of them other guys like that. Maybe Bird, you know what I'm saying, and just attack them and they be a liability on defense.
Hey, Sarah said, Steph is great when people start treating him like LeBron and deny his greatness. Sarah, that's just winners in general in America.
Yeah.
People hate when somebody is dominant and they continue to be dominant. They pick away and they tear them down because, we want everybody to win, right? That's what America says. You got to win. You got to win. Then you start winning too damn much and they tired of seeing you win. So they want
I think Draymond hurts Steph in that case a lot. Like you can dislike Draymond so much. It's like in order to give Steph his flowers, that's giving Draymond something. Like,
see,
you want to know the same problem people have.
And Rock is proving what Ahmad is saying.
Steph physically, he's not like the rest of the guys that everybody got on their list.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what knocks him. He's not physically imposing like the rest of the guys.
You know what I'm saying? Physically, he's smaller than the rest of the guys and stuff. He ain't as athletic as the rest of the guys, and people want to knock him for that. But at the same time, he got a special gift, man. You can't sit here and say this guy's the greatest shooter I've ever seen, but don't want to put him in your top 10.
Yes, I can. I just did it.
Shoot, but before Steph,
Bright beam.
Before Steph, though, the greatest shooter won in everybody's top 10.
Exactly.
I mean, who's we calling the greatest shooter ever before Steph?
Reggie Miller and
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
This is my point. Whoever you consider was the greatest shooter before him, they won in your top 10.
Steph came along, we didn't say them dudes' names no more. And it didn't take Steph 13 years to get that title either.
But what I'm saying is, y'all didn't have him in your top 10. That defeats what you said, though.
I mean, they won't win no championships either. They won't hold up no MVP.
Oh,
Yo, y'all be moving them.
Yeah, Beam, you all over the place on this one, man.
Steph did a lot of things to bring himself to the forefront. But
he did.
Not like when it comes to the greatest shooter, they won't shoot me with the range that he was shooting me with either. They won't do it in the fashion that he was doing it with. Reggie Miller got screened.
So,
Reggie Miller got screened all game long, but he won't shoot it from half court.
That's fine, Beam, but it still stays what I said, what you said. The best shooter wasn't in the top 10. So why is that far-fetched now?
They didn't have the type of game to be in the top 10.
But they are still considered the best shooter.
I never called them the greatest shooters I've seen.
Reggie Miller and Ray Allen didn't have the handles that Steph Curry did.
I'm sorry, but
you must know who Ray Allen was.
I never gave Reggie Miller or Ray Allen the title.
So here's the thing, Bean. Before Steph, who did you consider the best shooter ever? Is my question.
That's a great question because I never really thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like when it came to 3-point shooting, everybody was just in the same pile. Nobody really stood out.
No.
You mean to tell me Reggie Miller never stood out to you?
Not to me, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like when you got guys like Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, or even on down to a Larry Bird and all that, like those guys, I mean, they never really did nothing to separate themselves when it come down to it. One might make more threes than the other, but never did nothing to separate themselves. He's the best one I've ever seen.
Before Steph, it was a toss-up between Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. What separated those two, for me, was when Ray Allen hit that shot in the finals for the Heat. That's what separated it for me. Can you agree with that?
Hey, Sid. Yeah, I agree with I agree with that. That's probably when he passed Reggie Miller. But that statement you made about handles and all that, you need to go see some old tape of Ray Allen. Ray Allen was Jesus Shuttlesworth for real. He was Jesus Shuttlesworth for real before he just became a 3-point specialist. He was doing jokers.
He was bamming on them mother suckers.
And dunking on folks.
Yes. I saw a lot of Ray Allen games live, and he was giving it to Cat.
I don't know. Hey, look. And this you know,
Reese said this Mark Price get mentioned as one of the greatest.
I don't know how this happened. We had a game in Arkansas, bro, and we went to see the Boston Celtics play against the Milwaukee Bucks in college. Why they was playing in Arkansas, I don't know. When I tell you Ray Allen dropped 40 and what's his name? The fat boy, Antoine Walker and 40 apiece. Like they put on the best show I had ever seen in a live basketball game. Ray Allen was talking folks, dunking on folks.
How was Chris Jackson as a shooter?
He was
cold. No, but I want to answer Reese. Mark Price really got overshadowed by that Brad Daugherty, man.
Yeah, Brad Daugherty. Yeah,
I mean, you know, Jordan eclipsed. You know, he definitely made them not look as good as they were. That was a good team.
Chris Jackson, aka Mike Move, Raouf.
Yes, sir.
He could shoot it. You know, now, guys, Allen, Reggie Miller, you know, Peja Stojakovic, he could shoot it.
I forgot about Peja.
What's the cat who passed away early? Played for the Nets.
Drazen Petrovic.
Petrovic.
Ooh, cold.
Even on down to Hito Turkoglu, he could shoot it.
Hito could shoot it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was what Michael Redd, the guy.
Oh, yeah,
Michael Redd was
yeah.
Got Ray Allen out of town.
See, I'm glad I caught myself because I was getting ready to make a dumb statement, and
you know what I'm saying.
Say it.
You know, Bron carried Booby Gibson.
Caught myself on that one.
There you go. Dirk could shoot, yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Do you think? See, that's the reason why Steph not in my top 10. You cannot put Steph on that Booby Gibson team and get to the finals. I'm sorry.
Okay, Rob.
Yeah, but that's not a reason not to put him there.
You know what I'm saying?
You can do that with all the other guys. I think if Magic leads that team, Jordan leads that team, Kobe leads that team. I think
Duncan.
Look, you wanted to say
it. Can Duncan do that? If you put Duncan on that team,
probably could. Duncan was
or he could.
Okay,
you pretty definite that Steph can.
Duncan needed some other. He needs some wings.
All right.
Really
if you
if you're going off of that criteria, then Allen Iverson should be in your top 10.
Yes, I'm about to say Bubba need to be there.
Now, hey, Rock, I got this question for you. It's 2 questions, and I already know the answer to one.
He got a rhetorical question.
Yes, the airplane's gonna be late today because I'm on the show.
No, if Steph wins another ring, will he be in your top 10?
No, it's not about the rings for me.
It's a simple question.
Ask you what's the threshold to get him in the top 10?
And just like it's kind of like, I don't know, it's something that's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen when it happens. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like me to take the case.
Boy, these goddamn deflective answers, boy.
I cannot give you. I can't say he not already hit the most threes you're gonna hit in NBA history, and no one probably will ever.
Is it his size?
And look, I know that I'm gonna get a simple answer from him for this.
In this big man's game, his size does knock him for my top 10 reasons. It does.
So here's my thing, because we got like 3 minutes left. Go ahead, sir.
If Steph wins another ring, will he surpass LeBron?
If he win another ring, no.
I knew it.
He said you got to understand, all rings don't have the same meaning.
They don't, because guess what? It don't matter how many rings LeBron win. Most people will not pass him over Michael Jordan.
But watch it. Said, Rock, I'm gonna use your own line against you. You ain't gonna appreciate this man until he gone.
Yep.
I appreciate him now. What is y'all saying?
LeBron has 3 rings in my eyes.
But look, Rock, I'm gonna say this to you too. Michael Jordan would have never let Steph Curry get 4 rings in his era.
Oh my God.
Oh, Michael's considered the greatest because of that.
You got a lot of Hall of Famers walking around for Michael Jordan era who are ringless.
When Mike hit his prime,
it's a lot of Hall of Famers walking around that are ringless in LeBron era. There's a lot of Hall of Famers walking around in Michael Jordan era that has rings, but y'all act like y'all ain't old enough to remember them guys.
But Draymond Green could say that he got 4 rings in LeBron James era, and he gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
And he got the least talent out of all the Hall of Famers. Talk about talent.
Hold on, Rock. Let's put it in perspective.
Joe Dumars had rings.
Hold on, Rock. We're gonna put it in perspective, right? So when you say Larry Bird, you say Isaiah, you say Magic. The key word was once Mike hit his prime. We won't even count the LeBron the first time in Cleveland. We'll just count LeBron in Miami because that was like the grown man LeBron. Just like once 90 hit, that's the grown man Michael. When they hit their peak, like Steph, when he hit his peak after all his ankles and stuff like that,
nobody could stop Jordan.
It was just like, yeah. Like the reason why Zeke is applauded, because in Zeke's prime, he beat Bird. He beat Michael. Even though Michael's still a pup, he still made sure you weren't gonna get no ring in my prime. So then when it came to Mike's prime, Carl, Clyde, Charles,
Ewing,
the glove.
Akeem.
David
Long as
Robinson.
I'm in the league, you ain't gonna get a ring.
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
Yep. So when Mike wasn't winning his rings, it wasn't his era yet. It was still Magic and Larry's.
It's amazing that a guy who can average 37 is not his era.
It wasn't. It was still. He was still a puppy. It was still like respectfully, man. I'm gonna respect the elders and their greatness. It was still the Larry Bird and Magic era. Once 90 hit, and he got past, because they said this was old. So that pushed us to it's Mike's era because they made the excuse, even though Detroit was the number 1 seed, that Detroit was old. So if Detroit old, that means it's Mike's.
Okay. What this proves to me is different for probably most guys on this show right now is that it proves that it's not one guy. As much as we want to make it like it was all Jordan, it took a team. It took a team.
So here's the thing, Mike. Here's the thing, Rock. So don't lump us in with a casual. We're not saying it's not a team. We just saying in their era. Case in point, when Kobe hit his prime and they had them puppets ready, who didn't make it?
You said when Kobe, when he was in his prime,
he was in Grand Rapids. They had them puppets. Remember the 2 puppets Nike had? It was Kobe and who else?
Oh yeah. It was LeBron not making it.
In LeBron's defense, he was still a puppy. So I don't even count that against LeBron. That was Kobe's and Tim's era.
You talking about Kobe and we walking through the room celebrating, getting in the
Rock. Rock, what we saying to you is when guys
just acting like the Twitter spaces, that's all.
When guys get the throne and then they become the face of the league. Like
They
when
don't
Jordan got the throne, it became the face of the league. He didn't he made sure nobody else won. LeBron sat on the throne and other guys were still winning.
Hey, yo, I feel bad that Bean doing this, man.
Hey,
Bean frying
how
him
you
this
the face
morning,
how you
bro.
the face of the league and you sitting on the throne and other guys got as many championships as you?
So tell me this: what do you want him to do?
Hey, I could rebuttal that, but I ain't gonna do it.
Hold on. Check this out. He goes up against KD, Steph, Klay Thompson, all these type people, where he drops 50-some and still lose.
You know what?
What about the Dallas series?
Go to state, beat him at his own game. LeBron
I was getting ready to bring that up, Myra.
So guess what everybody else said? Okay, we gonna do it too.
Hey, yo,
because
everybody else
Jordan didn't let Brad Doherty get a ring, but Dirk got one. Jordan didn't let Tim and David get a ring, but Dirk got one.
Did you just compare them folks to Dirk?
Jordan didn't let Ewing get a ring.
Did you really just compare that man to Dirk?
Hey, they try to pack you up right
I'm just saying, Dirk.
But
if you look at that Dallas squad, should they have beat the Heat?
I can't play in the NBA today.
All I'm saying,
I could have played in the NBA in Jordan era.
You see how he dodged that question? You see how he dodged it?
Should Dallas have beat the Heat?
Gary Payton got a ring in LeBron era, but Gary Payton, the father, couldn't get one in Mike era.
Man, I would have crossed.
How many times did Mike deny the Jazz? Twice, right?
Yeah, twice in a row. I got a question though, man. A serious question. Can y'all answer this for me? When Gary Payton finally got his ring, who era was it?
Shaq and Kobe's.
Or was it like Shaq and Duncan's? Because it was
Shaq and Duncan, yeah.
Duncan,
yeah.
Duncan
It was kind of in limbo because Shaq won't Diesel no more. He was a deuce in the quarter.
I would say that's more Duncan. to be honest with you, and I know Kobe people gonna hate me. Tim took the era before Kobe ascended and started sharing it with it. Tim was already the era guy.
We never knock Magic and Bird for sharing. We never knock Kobe and Duncan for sharing.
Whoa, Rock.
What? Somebody throw him a life preserver.
Hold on, Rock. I'm not knocking nobody. I'm not knocking sharing errors. I'm not, bro. It's a respect thing because I'm respecting him.
I got a serious. I got one, and I just seen it on Undisputed, and it's a great question. I sitting here thinking, what does Golden State continuing their dynasty means for Kevin Durant?
What does it mean?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. He may have made a bad move.
He was a hired gun. Nothing.
Bro,
I like that term, hired gun.
Yeah, he was a hired gun. I mean,
No,
hired gun.
I like that one.
I'm saying, what Golden State did was they came outside and LeBron was the biggest bully on the block.
Yep.
He beat their ass. Then they went back.
Look at him. He don't like that shit.
They went back and got somebody who could match up with him.
Said what you said goes to what I've always thought, and I feel like KD should have never left the Warriors, right? I feel
First
like
y'all say he should never came. Now y'all say he should have.
He left the Warriors to try to prove a point that, you know what, I can win. I didn't have to piggyback ride to a championship.
Right.
So by them winning without him, hurts his case.
Just like LeBron shouldn't have left Miami.
Here's the thing about the NBA. The NBA is about buying and selling matchups. That's what the NBA is about. Like that's why you see teams make a bunch of trades. It's about buying and selling.
The wrong matchup will make you lose the series.
At that point in time, when Golden State went and got LeBron, what's the kid name who came from North Carolina who was in Sacramento? He was a free agent, the small forward they had at the time. Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes, yeah.
He was a free agent. Okay,
yeah.
He was on his way out. Now, if you got LeBron James sitting over there in the East and he's gonna be back, you're gonna go get the guy who averaged 35 points against him.
Yep. So as much as
KD was not gonna be there for longevity.
As much as people talk trash about KD joining, they always lose sight that a team that was 73-9 realized they couldn't beat LeBron when his team was healthy. They conceded.
And look,
everybody glosses over that shit to go at KD. I'm gonna let you talk.
But they don't put that in perspective with his losses neither. How he had so many teams.
Yeah, no. He got hurt. But then when KD left, people gloss over that Golden State was some shit. Until this year. Because even when Steph was by himself, he was in a playing game. But he warned everybody. We get back healthy, y'all ass in trouble. And he was true to his word because they won the ring this year. He said that last year. So I always say, we gotta always make sure we keep the timeline right. Go ahead, sir.
And this gonna piss Rock off. I compare that KD move to Golden State the same way that LeBron went to Miami. LeBron went to Miami because Boston was whooping his ass.
LeBron didn't join Boston.
How was that not comparable?
He didn't. If he would have joined Boston, that would have been comparable.
Well, he bought the pieces to Miami with him, other than Wade, right?
Yeah.
KD was comparable. KD was up 3-1 on the team and joined that same team that beat him.
So I'm gonna ask you this, Rock. Why didn't LeBron just bring Chris Bosh to Cleveland?
Why would Chris Bosh go to Cleveland?
Why he bring other guys to Cleveland?
So if LeBron, why would you go to Cleveland versus Miami?
Because I ain't trying to hear that excuse about old boy knocking off his mama because his mama gonna give it up anywhere she go.
No, I don't think that got nothing to do with it. But of course, LeBron did not get along with his owner.
But he went back.
But
look at that excuse.
That's always a bad take because he went back to the same owner.
Went back, dog.
Yeah, he want to know why he went back because they had a squad,
and because he couldn't run the show in Miami, where he could kind of dictate.
It's like Myron said. If you look at the rosters, he should have stayed in Miami.
Because Pat's a winner.
Look, check it out.
So when LeBron
went to 3 straight finals.
If they had a squad, like you said, he wouldn't have made these moves to go get a couple.
He left because Dwayne Wade wasn't going to be able to help him.
And LeBron left a team. They went to 3 or 4 straight finals.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade was not D Wade no more. He was.
But when I look at Pat Riley and his history,
3 or 4 straight finals.
Pat Riley can go get me the pieces. Pat Riley can make those decisions. He can make those moves to replace what Wade is losing.
Putting caps up there, I think he tried to say so.
But you got to think about this. This what folks don't fail to realize. That team that LeBron lost to in the San Antonio Spurs, it wasn't no beating them currently constructed how Miami was.
No,
Ross said he went to Cleveland for legacy purposes. And at first I used to think that too. But it goes to what Rock said. Look, and y'all gonna kill me. Y'all gonna think I'm caping. That's why the young bull y'all don't like get vitriol, because the young bull said you ain't gonna do me like you did Wade. He realized Wade was getting old, so he left and went back to Cleveland because he saw a young boy who can get buckets in Kyrie Irving, and he knew he had influence to get other pieces, right? And then he was prepared to do the same shit to them and leave and go to LA.
So he needed Kyrie to carry him. That's what you say.
He needed Kyrie to get buckets. Absolutely.
Right. Can you at least admit that Boston whooped LeBron ass the year before he went to Miami?
Orlando did too.
I would say when did I not say, like, when did I disagree?
I ain't lying. He got put out by
Yeah,
Hito
man, y'all gotta stop punching Rock, man.
He got put out by Turkaloo.
No, man, we trying to get that. No, we trying to get that Stanism out of there.
They be making up words for me and stuff like that. But you got to think about this. See, y'all fail to realize y'all are talking about Boston like they a regular team. 4 Hall of Famers in their prime.
Get them,
now,
Rock.
Hold on, Rock. I'm glad you said
Rock.
that. Now, when it comes to Michael Jordan, why can't that be the same narrative when it comes to the Pistons and the Boston Celtics back then?
It is the same narrative, but y'all only time that I turn that is when y'all act like he didn't play them seasons like 6-0 is all that matter, because y'all bash LeBron for losing 6.
Okay,
yeah, we bashed Jerry West for losing 8.
So them 6 finals losses. So therefore we can talk about them 6 finals losses then, right?
You can if you admit that that Michael Jordan played more than 6 seasons and lost in the first round and shit like that.
Yeah,
losing in the first round and losing in the finals are 2 different things, bro.
I'd rather lose in the finals than the first round.
Hey, Rock, but then we're gonna start.
Crap, I'd rather lose in the first round.
Here's why I like to play that game, though, Rock, because it's gonna be like a revolving door. Because you'll say what you say, then I'm gonna get petty and be like, well, shit. Mike might have got swept, but Bron ass was at home his first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can go get nowhere.
Yeah, you can. We can do that for any player. That's all I be saying. I don't know why.
Guess what though? One player we can't do, the one when LeBron sat on the throne, other guys were still winning.
The 2 players that's super impressive to me as far as their career in finals is Bill Russell and goddamn Magic Johnson. Those 2 they stayed in the finals for their career.
Bill Russell,
11 to 12 years.
But it was 8 teams.
Bro,
it don't matter. The teams from
those
top
rings
to
don't
bottom
hold
of
the
the
same
roster was
weight,
better
huh,
than,
Rock?
right?
Hey, Rock, those rings don't hold the same weight, huh?
Everybody was plumbers. It wasn't like he was the only one that was professional. Like, everybody had the same reason.
I'm just saying.
The rings don't hold the same weight, huh?
No, they don't.
Hey, look,
Wow.
Where that hat come from?
If rings hold the same weight, you need to stop saying Michael Jordan the GOAT and give it to Bill Russell.
I never said Michael Jordan was the GOAT. In my eyes, I think Wilt Chamberlain is the GOAT.
I say Wilt, and Bean know this. I always say Wilt is.
So that means you don't hold weight on the rings either. Because
just like I say, as a Laker fan, the bubble ring counts.
I never been a ring Rock. You know me. Everybody can say I never been a championship guy when it comes to individual comparisons. Like, I look at your skill and what you can do. I get it. I know, I know if it's a certain audience and they looking at rings, then I got to play that game, because it's like playing spades. What's the house rules? You got the 2 of spade. Oh, you got the diamond too. God damn, how y'all play that? Oh, y'all could cut off the back. God damn.
Spade, ace high.
You know what I'm saying? So I just know my crap. With me personally, bro, I just go off how they play.
You see how like when we get older in life and we argue about stuff, all that. If we played against the school and they beat us by 2-3 points or beat us in the championship and I drop 60, I don't give a fuck. I'm still talking, man, I dropped 60 on you. Right. So that's the reason why I never, when people be like, Bill Russell better than Wilt Chamberlain, man, I take Wilt Chamberlain over Bill Russell any day.
30 and 20 for your career is hard to the goddamn deny. I'm telling you, all of us average 30 and 20 for our career. We talking hella spicy to any individual that ever played basketball. I'm just putting that's why.
Like, fuck your rings. I shitted on you.
In the space yesterday, and they brought up Diggs from the Cowboys, and everybody like, he ain't. Hey, Stephon, like, he ain't top 5. I said, Stephon, cut it out. You a DB. If you had his numbers, you be on the microphone. I'm the best. Look at my
My
numbers.
only argument about Diggs, man, is that dude is boom or bust. He gives up as many yards as he gets interceptions.
Everybody give up yards.
Not like him.
Yeah, they do. They just started tracking it for him.
Okay.
Hey, Hawk,
Okay.
I hate to agree semi.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's say it go.
Okay. Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah.
Does Marshawn Lattimore give up as many yards as
All right. Tell me this. What scheme they play compared to the Cowboys?
I believe the Cowboys are in a 3-4, correct?
What majority of the time, what coverage are they in?
I believe they're majority of the time, I believe they're in a cover 1.
How do we know that?
By the number of safeties in the backfield.
Missed his assignment.
I'm not trying to be difficult, say, but what I'm saying is this: even as guys who like whether you play it or you don't, most of the time we try to dictate the coverage by safeties, right? If it's one safety, you got to be cover 1, but it could be cover 3. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know because we got to see what the backers do. But you can still buzz the backers, and you can still send the backers. You can buzz the lineman back, and it could be some type of combo. So all we see is who's around the receiver when somebody catches the ball.
Diggs don't shadow the number 1 receiver.
What you say?
Diggs don't shadow number 1 receiver.
I don't believe in that either, Stephon, because as a guy who coaches defense, I can take my second best corner away from him who does well if I'm telling this guy to follow the top guy. Because this other corner could only play great exclusively on the right. But if I'm telling my top guy to shadow the number 1 receiver, what happens when that guy who is predominantly on the right has to go to the left now? Schematically, I'm in a bind.
Hey, Hawk.
His muscle memory doesn't kick in on the left side. Or if you take a guy predominantly in the slot, and now your number 1 guy's in the slot, now you got your nickel playing outside. There's a reason why his ass ain't outside.
But if I'm not sure, I don't.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sure. But the Eagles, I know the Eagles Slade, they weren't coverage on one side, the opposite side, whatever Slade, number 1 receiver, he's covering. They usually do on the backside coverage.
By himself?
Yeah, he usually shadow. Yeah.
I understand what I'm asking you. He ain't got no help.
No help, yes. Not most of the majority of the time that's what they're doing. But sometimes
you see how you changing it now?
I understand.
I caught that.
You just went from he could just do it by himself to not majority of the time. Yeah, it's situational football to where you're going to ask.
If you wanted a better comparison, you would use Jalen Ramsey because he can do it by himself.
He can, but you're not going to allow it over and over because the offense is too sophisticated now. Because even the great Darrell Reeves Allen, I love it.
Why did we get rid of him?
I love it. But here's the thing with Darrell Reeves. If you go to those old Jet, you got to help late. Because a lot of times they play trail technique. So the safety would show opposite halves. It'd be 1,000, 2,000, then he would book it over top.
And if I'm not wrong, didn't when he went to the Patriots and Belichick's typical system in that when you playing a star receiver, a lot of times he puts the 2 on the second corner on him and then bracket him over the top with the safety, and you take the number 1 and put it on, the number 2 receiver.
And put it on the number 2 receiver, which is to me is the best thing to do. Because most of the time when quarterback sees bracket, they go to opposite. But now your opposite is going against the best DB they got.
Yep. And then you slow up your thought process, and that's how slow edges get to the quarterback.
And that's why I'm a guy that don't believe in number 1 got to follow number 1. Schematically, that's stupid to me.
Especially when most of the time your base defense is a zone. Like for example, the Tampa 2.
Yep. Started in 85.
And if we doing Tampa too,
Hey, Hawk.
I'm coming up
Hey, Hawk.
I'm disrupting the number one receiver every chance I get.
Hawk, that's what
And
we
not
used to do.
and
We
in
used to
those
always,
times when
we
we
used to
were running
always
the Tampa 2, we had 2 cornerbacks that could cover the number ones. So it really didn't matter.
look. We used to fool teams.
Ronnie Barber?
We used to fool
Hey,
teams like this.
time out.
I would go with the number.
Hold on, Rock. I don't want to cut your wisdom ball. Stephon, don't do that shit. Okay? Don't do that shit.
You talk, you trying to throw shade on Rondé Barber? No, Rondé.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
We ain't do no Rondé Barber slander because Rondé was the truth in the league. Check his numbers.
Yes, and Dwight Smith.
Well, yeah, no.
Dwight Smith was able
to knock Diggs
even better.
If you don't knock Diggs to play zone, Rondé plays zone.
Hold on, Rock. And I'm gonna do you one better, Stephon. He better than any dude ever came from your 2 colleges, Penn State or Rutgers or Temples, any of them ragged ass schools in Pennsylvania. He better than any of them DBs. Book it.
Oh, we're not with Penn State. Not known for DBs.
Who was that Hall of Fame safety that we made silly?
David McIntyre caught a stray.
Oh my bad. Damn.
Who was your safety that we made look silly when we shut down Vet Stadium?
You're right, B. I gotta take that back. They had 2 great DBs, Eric King and David Macklin. Other than that, everybody else was bombs.
No, who?
Hey, Hawk. What Stephon was talking about, the going with the best, with the number 1 receiver. We used to fool people with that. I followed the number 1 receiver anywhere he go, and wherever he ended up, I would play that area as what the defense was called. Like, for example, if it was a cover 3 and he was outside, I still played deep third. If he went to the slot, I play hook the curl. You get what I'm saying? Like, or curl the flat, I mean. So, and it'll throw the team out. They thinking I'm playing man, and they'll throw the ball right to me.
That's a fact.
So that's what I'm saying. That calling the number 1 receiver can be deceiving.
Yo, so check this out, man. It's been dope. It is football season officially started today. I appreciate everybody.
Go.
That's 2 hours and 30 minutes. So we talking football. I ain't gonna probably be able to do no spaces today, so I stayed on longer. But yeah, man, stream y'all's on Fridays gonna start popping off yet again. So yeah.
Hey, Hawk, can I say one thing to Ronnie Barber? They play mostly zone, so I mean that's not a real sign of a good DB unless you line it up man to man. I'm just saying.
Hang up on him, kick him out, kick him out.
Let me tell you something.
Come on, let's go.
Kick him out.
You got.
Hey, he already in the truck. Pack him up. Let's go.
Hey, let me tell you something. Don't let nobody tell you that lie no more. That man-to-man, that's overrated. Because I've seen a lot of man-to-man dudes get packed up as old because they boxes of freaking
Namdi.
Oh, yeah, Namdi. He was horrible when he came to us.
They came.
Hey, Steph. Do you remember? Do you need a reminder of that 27-10 drubbing that we did at y'all at Vet Stadium?
Hey, yo, the last easy, man. Why you gotta shoot us? Because you shoot.
I told you to kick him out.
What year was this?
All right, man, we gotta go, man. Cause Steph getting us all shot, and for me and Bean,
yes, sir. Yeah. Just know the Eagles are my second most hated team.
I would gracefully bow out when it's
gracefully bow. Hey, yo, y'all have a good weekend.
Hey, Bean, y'all can back me up though. That's all good, bro.
Salute to y'all, bro. Appreciate y'all, man. Salute to Czar, man. Happy Father's Day to Czar. He off there, but we're gonna send him peace and blessings, man. And shout out to
Eagles die.
It's gonna be a long year for you, Sad. Watch.
No, it's gonna be an even long year. Just remember that 30-15 drubbing that we put on y'all ass this year.
I gotta remove them. Salute to Steph Curry, man, and all he did this year, man. You had a wonderful season, man. All my homies today are fathers. Salute to them. Happy Father's Day. Y'all be easy. No spaces this afternoon. Enjoy your weekend and the Juneteenth too. So put your fist up. Ball Hawk Show.